3, 2.
Kept the faith, keeping the faith, I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space to tell me around me. Yeah, putting in work, won't say your words, say they announce it. Hey, coming to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? Thanks to the sun. Hey, get it out of this, yeah, we used to gun.
Big, all right. I'm telling you that man is
all over the place.
He's the ball hawk, he's the playmaker,
Very energetic crowd right now. You can feel the tension in the building.
What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all so much for joining us here at Chad's Media. We are live from Gerald Prim Stadium to bring you the season opener of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats football season. For those of you who have seen us before, thank you so much for checking back in. For those of you who are brand new, I'm Tyler Lennon, and I'm here with my partner, Ryan Humphreys. Ryan, it's week one. We made it.
Man, we made it. We made it. We've talked about this for a long time. I know that it's the best time of the year, Tyler. It truly is. It's football season, especially in the state of Texas. Texas high school football is second to none, and I'm super excited about tonight.
I am too. Now, we have a ton to get to here in the pregame portion of our show, but before we get into any of that, want to give a big thank you to the people who are making the pregame portion of it possible, the good people at Discount Wheel and Tire, our friends at Toby Boatman Garage Doors, my apologies, and of course our friends over at Commercial Glass and Mirror. Now, don't go anywhere because I'm going to be telling you much more about each of them. But Ryan, I think we're ready to get started. Playing against Jacksonville tonight. Jacksonville, in my opinion, is a team very similar to that of Sulphur Springs, in which they have a lot of talented players, but the last few years haven't gone their way. I think tonight, even though it doesn't help your chances of making the playoffs per se, I think it would go a long way in getting a fresh start.
Absolutely, Tyler. And if you watched the scrimmage 2 weeks ago when we did our little broadcast dress rehearsal, I talked a lot about feeling confident going as the season goes, and what these games are in pre-district. It's about feeling comfortable going into district, because district that's what it's all about as far as the playoffs are concerned. So it's a big game tonight. It's the first real game of the season, and it's a big deal.
Right. Now, we mentioned they have a ton of talented players. I think we should talk about a few of them. If you don't mind, I'd like to start with wide receiver Devin McCune. The kid is flat out a beast. He has, I believe it's 14 D1 scholarships right now. He's committed to UTSA, but he's had offers from the likes of TCU, Colorado, Washington State. At this level, how tough is it to contain a kid like that?
It's very tough. At any level, it's tough. I mean, the kid's got multiple Power 5 offers. I mean, that's obviously a big deal. So Sulphur Springs is really going to have to key in on a kid like that if they want to have a chance of stopping him.
Absolutely, and we should mention the man throwing him passes, Ryan McCown. That name might sound familiar to some of you. You've probably heard of Josh and Luke McCown. He is the son of their older brother, Randy McCown, who was a quarterback at A&M in the late 90s, was the quarterback of what some have called the most important win in A&M history. Of course, you and I haven't gotten to see much of him, just some highlights, but
right.
Man, that's a heck of a quarterback family.
Well, you've got, like you said, that's quite the quarterback bloodline. I mean, Josh McCown played in the NFL for 17 years.
Right, and I believe Luke was.
Luke had some time in the NFL. You actually talked about he was famous for his backup quarterback commercials with Verizon Wireless. That's pretty funny. But yeah, Randy played at A&M. His son's a starting quarterback for Jacksonville, and so you got to figure he's going to be able to sling it tonight. And having a receiver like you talked about earlier, that's a lot of confidence for the quarterback.
Absolutely. Now, one more player of theirs we'd love to mention. He's a linebacker, number 2. I believe his name is Coda Kennedy. He is also a beast, currently committed to Lamar University. I mean, for a school of that size, you're talking about a lot of talent.
Oh, yeah, no question. I played against Lamar multiple times in my college career. They're a part of the Southland Conference. It's a good program down in Beaumont, Texas. I mean, anytime you're a linebacker playing Division I football, that's a big deal. So I expect him to be flying around tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I got to see, of course, we haven't seen them live, but seeing some of his tape from last year, he reminds me a lot, and I say this as an LSU fan, but a lot of like a Tyrann Mathieu. He's all over the place, can do it in pass coverage. He can rush the quarterback. He can stop the run, just makes plays. I mean, that kind of player in general.
That's quite the statement, Tyler. If you're comparing him to the Honey Badger, then
right.
I expect to see big things out of him.
That's a lot of love for me personally.
Yeah, no question.
Ryan, in your opinion, we're going to get to Sulphur Springs here in a second, but what are some things that Jacksonville would need to do? Because Sulphur Springs has a ton of talented players as well.
No question. I think early on you got to rely on your studs, and so on offense they're going to have to get it to McWin. They're going to have to trust McCown to get the ball to his receivers easily. I'm going to talk about making the easy plays later, but that's the key in winning a game in week 1. And then defensively, you just got to limit the big plays of Sulphur Springs. You've got some firepower on that Sulphur Springs offense, and so if I'm the Jacksonville defensive coordinator, I've got to limit the explosive plays.
Absolutely. One final thing I want to ask you in terms of Jacksonville, talking about, tonight would be big in terms of rebuilding or kind of restarting. Obviously, a win would be nice, but do you think there's an instance in which you don't necessarily get the win, but you play really well, and it helps with that? Anytime
you can take anything positive into the next week, and especially in pre-district, then that's a moral win. You want to win. You want to actually win every game, every time you step out on the field. But that doesn't, just because you don't win doesn't mean there aren't positives that you can take in going into week 2.
Absolutely. Now, I told y'all that I would be telling y'all more about our pregame sponsors along the way, and I can't think of a better place to start than the good people over at Discount Wheel and Tire. Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. Ryan, we've talked about Jacksonville. I think it's time to talk about our Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Give the people what they came for.
Right, exactly. Just before we get into any kind of detail or anything, just how are you feeling right now?
I'm excited, Tyler. I walked the field earlier, about an hour ago, and I was jealous. I was jealous of these kids tonight because they get to strap it up and play football. Obviously, I missed that, but how fortunate am I to still get to be a part of this and the great community of Sulphur Springs and Sulphur Springs football. And so I'm excited for tonight, and I'm excited for the kids out there that are getting to strap it up and play football.
Man, you talked about being excited. Off air earlier, we literally mentioned, you played, college football, played some college baseball. I have that feeling of when I was a player. I am ready to go.
Fuzzy butterfly feeling in your stomach.
Absolutely. Now, you were the quarterback here. Let's start kind of going to players. Brady Driver put us in for those of you that don't know, what a lot of Ryan will be doing this year is putting us in the head of the players. What's Brady Driver feeling right now?
Well, I talked to Brady earlier today, just kind of feeling him out, just, hey, good luck tonight, just be yourself, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to be himself. He's got to, trust his reads, but at the same time, also don't forget that he's a great athlete.
Right.
You just go out there and have fun. I'm telling you that's a bigger tip than most people realize, is just enjoy it. You're the starting quarterback for a reason. Obviously, the coaches believe that you're the guy for this situation, and I think Brady is, and so I don't have any doubt that he'll play great tonight and going forward. But I know that he's excited, but whether he says it or not, I know he is a little nervous because I played a lot of games at quarterback, and I never played a single game where I wasn't a little nervous.
Right. If you're not a little bit nervous,
you don't care.
Something's wrong.
You don't care. Yeah.
Right. So I want to mention, I feel like Sulphur Springs comes into this with a good bit of momentum. It's not just, they have all these things for a fresh start, like a new coach, new classification, new district. But from what we've seen from them already, they played Lindell in their first scrimmage. Mm-hmm. Lindell, according to Dave Campbell, is number 13 in the state right now. Now, the first quarter didn't go their way, but they outscored them for the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. Then they go into Wills Point and just blow them out. I mean, I feel like they're coming into this with some momentum.
No doubt. And, you also started the game week with 3 sub-varsity wins last night. JV won, both freshman teams won, and so that's good for the program. Obviously, you build it from the ground up, and so anytime you can get wins on the sub-varsities, that's big time. But these Sulphur Springs Wildcat players, they've got a chip on their shoulder. Tyler didn't win a ball game last year, but that's in the past. Right. They have to come in tonight not worried about anything that happened in 2021. It's about tonight. It's about week 1, and it's about playing Jacksonville.
Right. So you had mentioned the sub-varsity teams. Not only did they win all of those, they won them big. They didn't allow a single point between the 3 of them. If you're the varsity, you had 3 games played yesterday.
A lot of pressure.
Is it some pressure, though?
Yeah, there's some pressure. I don't think that Sulphur Springs has to pitch a shutout tonight to win this ball game, right. But they will win this game if they do pitch a shutout. That's proven, Tyler.
I think, now I don't know this for a fact, but I'm almost positive no team has ever not allowed a point lost.
Well, we don't have an official stat checker yet with Chad's Media, but when we do, I'm sure that they will be able to cross that off their list.
Right. we mentioned that you have some keys. We're going to get to those here in a little bit, so I don't want to step on any of those.
Right.
But I do want to talk about some of the things that it might take to win, and we're mentioning the defense. Dude, there is a lot of senior leadership on that defense. Guys like Nick Cantillo, Braden Morris, Riley Hammonds. I think, especially early, you've got a brand new coach. I think leaning on some of those defensive leaders, especially like seniors, could be huge tonight.
No question, Tyler, and you've heard me talk about this, but early in the season, you have to lean on the defense because the defense is meshing much quicker than the offense is early in a high school football year. I mean, there's so much more timing and routes and plays and schemes. There's so much more that goes into offense schematically. Defense, I'm not saying that there's no schemes and there's no different fronts or blitzes or anything like that, but just go fly around and hit somebody.
Right.
Go hit somebody. That's going to really set the tone tonight. So, you mentioned a guy like Nick Cantillo or Riley Hammonds. Sulphur Springs needs them to knock somebody's head off. I mean, that's going to get this team riled up in week 1 of this new season.
Now, we know Riley can do it because I don't know when y'all tuned in, but if you saw our intro package, there is a play of Riley doing exactly that, and
No
I
doubt.
expect a lot of that tonight.
No doubt.
He is a beast. Now, we've talked about the defense. Let's move over to the offense. We mentioned Brady Driver. He's got a ton of weapons to get the ball to. Guys like Malachi Rowland, Skylar Lewis. What do you expect to see offensively?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and you guys will find out, but C.J. Williams is actually out for this week 1 matchup against Jacksonville. I would consider C.J. probably the best offensive skill player, especially a senior leadership guy that has some offers. That's a big loss in Sulphur Springs, but you can't let that affect you. The game's not over because C.J. Williams is out. He'll be back. It's sounds like it's a kind of more of a precautionary thing going forward, but you talk about Malachi, you talk about Skylar, you talk about Brady using his feet, not just his arms. Sulphur Springs is going to be fine. They're going to be fine. There's some young firepower there. We saw it in the scrimmage, and they're just going to have to make the most of it.
Now, I am curious, because CJ's not only a great receiver, but you also use him in the run game. How much do you think that does change things from a strategic standpoint?
No doubt. I mean, anytime you lose a guy that you would consider as your best offensive weapon, that's going to change your game plan. You're going to have to lean on some other spots. Malachi, I would think, is going to have a big workload tonight. And, whoever Malachi's spellback is, the guy that's going to give some relief and take some carries off of him, he's going to have to step up. And that's just that. I really think that we didn't get to see this in the scrimmage, and you and I talked about it, but Brady Driver is going to have to use his feet tonight. There's going to be times where the play breaks down, offensive line gets beat, receiver, whatever. Brady's going to have to use his feet, and that's a strong asset of his.
Now, I do want to talk about that offensive line. It's anchored by Sean Dial, who's a senior. The kid is a beast. But Coach Faircloth made it sound like it's very much a mix of older players, younger players. I believe there's even a freshman starting on the offensive line. And he mentioned, now it's the season, but he mentioned earlier in camp that they were one of the most impressive spots of the whole team. And you've got to feel good about that for week.
Well, and moving down from 5A to 4A, having a bigger offensive line is going to mean even more at the 4A level than 5A. Not because, 4A is less competition than 5A, but there's less kids to pick from, thus there's a smaller chance that there's massive kids. And so if you have an overpowering offensive line, especially anchored by a guy like Sean Dial, that's a really good start.
Absolutely. Now, again, we're getting to your keys, and we'll get to your keys in just 1 second. That's what we've got next. But if you could give me one player to watch out for on the offense, who would it be?
Man, call me biased here, but you're going to have to go Brady Driver. It's week 1. You're going to have to rely on QB1. He's going to have to get it done for the Wildcats to win tonight.
See, I think I personally would go with a Malachi Rowland. Like you said, without CJ, he very well could get a bigger workload tonight. And in week 1, I feel like that could always be run heavy. We've seen how good Malachi can be. I think we're going to see it again tonight. Now, before we get to your keys to victory, I would like to give a huge shout out to our good friends over at Toby Boatman Garage Doors. Toby Boatman Garage Doors is a family-owned and operated business that has served Hopkins County and surrounding areas for 20 years. They provide high-quality and long-lasting work, which you can find examples of on Facebook. Call or text 903-348-6170 for all your residential and commercial garage door needs, including installation and repairs. No matter how big or small your job is, Toby Boatman Garage Doors will fix you up. All right, we have hyped it up. It's going to be everyone's favorite part of the halftime show.
Pre-game show.
Pre-game show.
Yes, pre-game show.
Right.
Yeah, keys to victory.
I'm already ahead. All right, it is time for Hump's Keys to Victory.
So, Tyler, number 1, we've got, and this is one that really holds true to my heart, because we talked a lot about this when I was a quarterback at Sulphur Springs, is you got to make the easy plays. Okay, you got to make the easy plays, and what I mean by that is take the 5-yard gain, take the easy open field tackle or behind the line of scrimmage tackle for loss. If Jacksonville serves us something up on a platter, we've got to take it. If there's a ball in the air, go pick it off. If Brady puts one in the receiver's chest, we got to make the catch. And it's as simple as that. I don't think that we have to play out of body to beat Jacksonville tonight. I think it's as simple as let's make the easy plays.
Right.
And number 2, Tyler, is stay level. Stay level, and what I mean by that is Friday night football is a roller coaster. There are going to be ups and downs tonight. There will be moments where Jacksonville is putting it on Sulphur Springs, and there's going to be an interception. There's going to be a turnover on downs. There's going to be a big play on offense. Sulphur Springs cannot get down. Okay, that's the down part. The up part is I've been a part of some incredible comebacks in my college career. You really can go back and watch. It seems like the other team just got too high. They got on the peak too high. Kind of let us sneak back into the game.
To your point, that might be as important as don't get too down.
It absolutely is. I'm telling you, you gotta stay level. It's a roller coaster. Friday night football. There will be good moments tonight, but I can assure you there will also be bad moments. And the third one is have fun. It's week 1, Tyler. It's all about having fun. You're playing football. You're doing something you love in front of your hometown. Having fun. Don't let the moment be too big. Understand that it is a big deal, but don't forget to have fun and play loose. Okay, that's going to be a huge key for the Wildcats tonight.
Absolutely. Now, Ryan, I think they've probably seen enough of us. We're going to go down to the field in just 1 second. But first, I want to give a huge thank you to our good friends over at Commercial Glass and Mirror. Commercial Glass and Mirror is owned by David Gideon, who is the father of 3 different Wildcat athletes, including Gage, who is currently a key player on the Wildcats golf team. If you're looking for the best residential and commercial glass replacement services around, call Commercial Glass and Mirror at 903-885-2661. You can find them on the service road at 405 Interstate Highway 30. Here at Chad's Media, we love Commercial Glass and Mirror, and we know that you will too. And while we're at it, before we go to the field, I think we should hear a quick word from our good friends at Alliance Bank.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
Ryan, we are getting pretty close to the kickoff here, man. We've got 13 minutes. We've got a lot going down on the field, of course, and as y'all could probably tell, we'll be able to hear some of that throughout the night. But, man, the energy's here.
Absolutely, Tyler. You look out. It's the first time we've gotten to turn around, and the stadium is starting to fill up. It's Texas high school football. It's Friday Night Lights, Tyler. It's a big deal. I'm very excited, and it looks like Sulphur Springs is excited.
It really does. Now, there's not as many fans on the other side as I would thought, but again, we've still got some time. And of course, you never know. You never know with how teams travel and everything. But
absolutely, it's
definitely filling up in here. Now, I'm very excited. One problem, we've got a lot of blue and yellow in here tonight, man.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of it.
Yeah, it looks like the blue and yellow spring game, but no, that is Sulphur Springs versus Jacksonville. So be sure you're sure what blue and gold you're cheering for tonight.
Absolutely, and for anyone curious, during our halftime show tonight, a lot of people I know love to watch the band, the Blue Blazes and everything. We will make sure that you get to see and hear every second of that. So just want to go ahead and make sure, because we love watching that as well.
Oh, no question.
They're excellent at what they do.
No question. They put in a lot of hard work. I know that the last couple weeks they've really been putting it in. School just started, and so they're excited too. So do some support for cheerleading Blue Blazes and the band.
Absolutely. So Ryan, they're obviously still in the locker room, the players right now. What's to feel like right now? You got 10 minutes before you run out of that tunnel. Probably not even. It's probably a few minutes before they run out of that tunnel. What is the vibe?
Man, I'm telling you, Tyler, I played a lot. I played 35 35 games for Sam Houston State. I was nervous for each one of them. I played just as many games at Sulphur Springs, and I was just as nervous for every one of them. So it's a huge deal. I mean, golly, just that feeling of playing in front of your home crowd. There's nothing like it. And there's something about high school football, something about that brotherhood, something about playing with guys that you've known your whole life. There's just, man, it's. I'm jealous. I'm telling you, I'm jealous that I'm not playing tonight.
I'm a little bit jealous too. Now, can they hear the PA, and can they hear the crowd and everything out there?
It just depends. I felt like I was always just almost too honed in, and I feel like I could hear my heartbeat. Most guys in there right now probably have headphones in.
Okay, I was just about to ask
yeah.
you. That's a great segue. What's your pregame playlist look like?
Oh man, it really, golly, it varies. We went through a phase, and you'll actually appreciate this. We went through a phase where a couple of us would watch the LSU National Championship hype video.
Yes.
And I know the one I'm talking about with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
The Anthony Mackie narrated
yeah,
one?
Yes. We would watch that, and golly, that really gets the people going for sure.
No, that's great. Again, obviously, for anyone curious, you would assume this probably, but as we get closer to kickoff, they obviously will do the national anthem. They usually have a prayer, that sort of thing. So, of course, we will be showing all of that. You'll be able to hear all of that. We might, be off the mics for a second, but we're getting close, man. Just a few more minutes. You can see our very own Corey Hankins out there. That man is amazing at, wherever he needs to be on the field, he'll get there. He's getting his shot.
Yeah, hell, he's on the 50 right now. He's actually heading to the 40, to the 35. No, I'm just kidding. No, but what a crew tonight, Tyler, for Chad's Media. We're so fortunate to be able to do what we're doing, and we're really excited to give you a really great experience in watching Sulphur Springs football.
Again, yeah, absolutely. We want to give it awesome. Let's just shout out everyone here behind the scenes, because obviously you see me and you. It is a lot more than just me and you. Huge shout out to our executive producer, Tanner Crump. Of course, huge shout out to Chad, to Casey Chicas, to Corey Hankins. I mean, like you said, it's an excellent crew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you tune in tonight, I'm pretty sure you might question it. Do we have it on ESPN, or is this Chad's Media? I'm thinking there's probably not a lot of difference.
ESPN might watch and be like, oh,
right,
we gotta step
up. Right.
We've got to step up. Ryan, we've got a few more minutes. We've obviously talked about some keys to victory, what needs to happen and everything, but just any more thoughts before we get started? Because one more thing, if you don't mind, I do want to mention with you again. I had mentioned Malachi Rowland as someone I was really looking at to have a big game. I also want to mention, if you watched us during the scrimmage, I have a newfound love for a man by the name of Skylar Lewis. I think he might just have a huge night tonight with CJ not out there.
Now, Tyler, you know that Skylar Lewis is the son of Wildcat legend Scotty Lewis.
I did not.
Did you know that? Yep, that is his son. And as a sophomore, a guy that's standing out to you, that's a big deal. No CJ tonight, that's a big blow for the Wildcats. But if you can get some big plays from a sophomore like that is huge going forward.
Dude, I remember last year as a freshman. Of course, you had Caden Mitchell as the freshman quarterback last year. He's kind of the JV quarterback this year, but that kid is a baller as well. You had Caden Mitchell throwing passes to Skylar Lewis on the freshman team, and man, were they fun to watch.
Yeah, Caden Mitchell, a guy that did play in the JV game last night, got the win. He's considered the backup quarterback. He's not suited up tonight because you can only play one UIL contest per week. Obviously, God forbid something happens to Brady, but if there were something where he would be out for, the foreseeable future, Caden Mitchell would be the quarterback.
And I assume that Matthew Mitchell, his older brother, would probably be the QB2 in a game.
In a game where Caden Mitchell is not moved up. That's correct. Yes.
And we've seen him play a lot of quarterback. He's more than capable of it, and I wouldn't even be surprised. He very much is kind of their version of a Taysom Hill. He might be used as the role that you like to call a B-back, a tight end. He might be used. Who knows?
Tyler, I would say if I put the over-under at one trick play Matthew Mitchell pass this season, where are you taking?
Oh, way over.
I kind of agree. What an opportunity.
Absolutely. I agree. I think it would be way more than that. We got the players out here stretching and everything. Are we getting ready for national anthem?
They're doing the theme song.
School fight song. There we go.
School fight song. There it is.
We go.
Okay, cool.
Casey, you're good. Come to Casey.
Now, of course, we will probably be able to hear our own school
Correct.
fight song when that gets started. We don't want to talk over that, I don't feel
You know,
like, but
Jacksonville, Tyler, they play in a stadium that's called the Tomato Bowl.
It is not.
Oh, it is. It's very famous, actually. It's a very old stadium, but it is known as the Tomato Bowl.
Really? I feel like you, especially because you've played in so many different places, you've probably heard of some pretty wild stadium names.
Oh yeah, no question. But the Tomato Bowl, that's unique because I mean they're the Fighting Indians. What type of correlation is there?
Now,
I need to look that up.
I honestly have zero.
I'm the
idea.
random. I'm telling you, I don't know much about things that are important, but I know a lot of non-important fun facts.
Oh, right. We've got the players. They're in the tunnel now. I feel like they are hyped. Now, I don't see anyone with a flag yet. We've usually got
flag.
at least
Yeah, we
one
do usually
flag
have a flag. Tyler, how do you feel about the white helmets? That's new for Sulphur Springs this year.
It is new. I think I like the logo a lot. It's going to probably take me a second to get used to the white helmets. Also, something interesting with the jerseys tonight, Ryan.
Yes, so Under Armour did not get the varsity jerseys in time, and so I believe that Sulphur Springs is actually rocking the freshman uniforms tonight, but they still look good. All the numbers should be correct, but I don't know, the blue and white, it's growing on me. I always had a blue helmet, but I think I can get behind the white one.
Yeah, to your point, the numbers should be correct, and hopefully they are. If we do make any mistakes, we had the same problem with the scrimmage, of course. You never know.
I know. Well, at least Jacksonville has numbers on their uniforms tonight. Lindale didn't have any for the scrimmage.
That
Tyler,
is
there's
true.
a flag. There's a flag. We're on flag watch.
Oh, we are on flag watch.
Multiple flags.
Here we go. I like it. Instead of one SS, it's two different S's.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
What is that?
Oh, and a A. Oh, my fault. So we've
Okay.
got a S. Do we have another? Is it SS? Do we have one more S? Or
I think we
is
need
it
one
just
more, Tyler.
SHS?
I don't know. We're SSH right now.
And they also don't seem to know the order that they're in.
Yeah, there we go.
I do love
Somebody phone down there and get this team another S.
Now, I do love the pants. The pants are amazing.
The pants are a huge highlight. The Under Armour this year is new, but it looks good. Is that a new helmet tunnel too, I believe?
So I was going to ask you, I would have bet money. And for the first time this year,
There
ladies
we
and
go.
gentlemen, here come your Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
I always loved running out here. When you're a little kid, you have bleacher creatures. It doesn't look like they have that tonight, but man, when I was 7, I used to really tear up this field running across the old prim.
Now, I hate to be this guy, Ryan, but being a few years older than you and someone who has known you since you were that age, I very, 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 very much remember 7-year-old Ryan being the one doing that.
Oh yeah. Well,
7-year-old Ryan felt like a rock star doing that.
we won't say how old you are because we don't want to make you feel too old. But
I appreciate it. Well, the people watching saw my gray hair. They already get the gist of it. They're aware.
Oh man,
dude, these helmets look amazing. The closer we get to them, I really like the helmets.
I tell you what, Tyler, I just blinked and there's a lot more fans in the stands.
Right, literally in the time
Yeah.
that you and I have sat down, if you told me it's like doubled or tripled,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would believe it.
Good showing tonight, and early in the season there's going to be a big crowd, and the reality is, the more you win, the more they'll come, and that's just how it is, and so. I'm excited to see what this Sulphur Springs team is going to do in 2022.
Man, I am too. There's only 3 minutes left on this clock. Obviously, I think national anthem and everything will be here in a minute. For those of you that have been hanging out with us during the pregame portion of this show, thank y'all so much. And thank you so much to Discount Wheel and Tire, Toby Boatman Garage Doors, and Commercial Glass and Mirror. It looks like we are ready for the national anthem, Ryan, so let's do that.
On and off the field to give us protection and encourage the players to kick off the season right by giving their all. We're so grateful for our family, friends, and supporters tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
And now remain standing for the national anthem, being played by the Sulphur Springs High School Wildcat Band under the direction of Spencer Emmer.
play ball.
Man, I am hyped right now. Dude, this is so cool because granted, you and I are here in the press box. We're getting to see the game live, but just knowing there's people out there just sitting on their couch.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so.
Now, I mentioned all the sponsors for the pregame portion of the show. You and your local business, it is not too late if you're interested in joining. Email Mandy@chadsmedia.com. That is Mandy with an I, and she will do her very best to hook you up. Now, Ryan, it looks like we've got some captains out there. Looks like we've got number 59, Sean Dial. We've got number 10, Matthew Mitchell. We've got number 12, Braden Morris, and, of course, number 7, Riley Hammonds. How are we feeling about these captains tonight?
Man, I don't know. We thinking heads or tails here, Tyler? Jacksonville will call. They're the away team. What are you thinking, heads or tails?
I go tails.
Tails never fails.
I agree. Tails never fails. Now, if you win, what do you do?
Man, I always, I put my strongest unit out there. If I feel like the defense can get a stop, I'm putting the defense out there. If I think we can go get points, I'm putting the offense out there. Okay, Sulphur Springs defers, so they're going to put their defense out there. I'm telling you, it's all about momentum. If they feel good about their defense, they can put them out there, get a stop, maybe a 3 and out. That goes a long way in helping the offense get comfortable.
Dude, I was just about to ask, how huge would a 3 and out be for this team? I mean, not only does it give you that momentum, you're going to have the field position and everything. And I just think, I mentioned the momentum, but dude, I think that would do so much. You're Brady Driver, you're the offense, you run out there. Our guys just got to stop. Let's go. Let's go score. Let's get a lead now.
Well, and I always felt like, as the quarterback, man, I really like to watch some football before I go out there. Let's let the tone get set. Let's let the jitters get out. Let the crowd get settled. I would love to be the second. I liked sending the defense out there when I was the quarterback.
I was just about to ask you which one you prefer.
I actually would prefer going second because if the defense goes out here and gets a 3 and out, and you're telling me I get the ball to go up 7-0 right at the beginning of the game, that's huge, man. It's huge.
I mean, it would have to be. So we have no more running time. It looks like. I mean, in just a second, we're going to be ready to go.
It's go time. Yeah. It's go time. Tyler, one more extra keys to victory tonight that I'm going to give is no mistakes on special teams.
Okay.
You cannot there cannot be a turnover on special teams. You cannot give up a touchdown. That can't happen. Special teams scoring dramatically increases your chance of winning the game, and so Sulphur Springs has to limit any mistakes on special teams tonight.
Nobody knows big special team plays like Ryan.
I am a special teams expert.
All
season. You guys that are you casual football watchers, you're gonna get a great deep dive into the game of football from the special teams angle this year.
And little do they know, I'm behind you, maybe the second biggest special teams lover in the world. So this is a very special teams heavy broadcast.
I take you as a Pat McAfee fan, a real big special teams.
So before the podcast and everything started, he was one of my favorite players in the league. Now, of course, I love his podcast as well. But Ryan, I've been waiting so long to say this. It is officially the 2022 Sulphur Springs Wildcat season. Uriel Santa Cruz is going to get us started with the kick.
Here we go.
Up to the 20. It's not a bad little return there. It's number 14. That's the man we said we need to keep an eye on. Devin McHugh.
Be careful kicking into him. You want to limit the times that he touches the ball tonight for sure.
Absolutely. And of course, getting it there, but I think you feel good about the kick, yeah?
Oh yeah, I mean obviously they call a little pooch kick. Got kind of pooched up there, let your defense get down. But Tyler, there's going to be pretty good field position here, starting on the 32-yard line. It looks like.
Yes, starting at the 32. I mean, you got to get you a stop. I mean, it's one of those.
Let's get some Nick Cantillo action going early.
Seeing it early, huh? I'm right there with you. I would love to see it. So there is the man we mentioned earlier, Ryan McCown, back in the shotgun, ready to go.
Got trips left here. Maybe a quick completion, maybe get the run game going.
Already got some motion.
They're going to throw a screen early. Oh, that might be a live ball. It was close. That was closer than you think. I think it was a forward pass, but boy, that would have been quite the start.
I want to mention, had it been completed, Braden Morris was right there. He was ready to make that play. That is senior Braden Morris, and he definitely is one of the key players to be watching here. Senior linebacker was great last year. I think he'll be good again this year. So I guess we're ready for the 2nd and 10. You're off to that good start so far, Ryan.
Yeah. Hey, I did call the quick. You did. Quick pass thought.
Now we're going to see the first run of the night. Getting all the way to the outside.
Good hit.
Yeah. And that is up to the 40, so that's going to be close, but
Riley Hammonds, just on cue. Our defensive specialist right there, Riley Hammonds.
now I've heard, I don't know if it was you or me, it was both of us, the kid is a beast.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Okay, so 3rd and 2, Tyler.
3rd and 2 from the 40, man.
Big play for both sides here. You really can set the tone with this snap right here.
You have your chance for the 3-and-out we talked about. Now, they've been showing us a bunch of different sets, but let's see what they do.
2 backs here. They're going to hand it off. Looks like a power bag. Oh, that's short, Tyler.
I think it is short.
Oh, that's huge, man. Now the question is, it's less than 2. Do you go for it near the 50? Do you punt it away?
It is gutsy to go for it here, but I don't think I would. I think I'd punt.
It's fourth. It's 4th and less than 1.
It is
It
less
looks
than
like
1.
it looks like they're going to send the punt team out there.
I think
You got to watch the fake here. You have to watch the fake. This would classify under special teams mistakes. I've already listen. I brought it up. It's already in play. You got to watch the fake right here.
absolutely.
Cannot give up a first down on a fake punt.
Now, if it is a punt, that is huge to have gotten your 3rd down. Sulphur Springs does keep 2 returners back just in case. And it is going to be a punt.
We got delay a game. It looks like. Yeah, we're gonna have delay a game. That really, that helps Sulphur Springs. But now you have eliminated the possibility of running a fake. They're not gonna run a fake with 4th and 5.
Right.
So
there
we've got freshman Jackson Hare and senior Cooper Faircloth back deep to return this.
I like having a senior and a freshman out there.
So freshman Jackson Hare is playing his first varsity snap right there. That's awesome.
And, man, that kid has looked incredible during camp.
Oh, yeah. And his older brother, basketball stud at Sulphur Springs, going to go play basketball at DBU. But Jackson Hare, congratulations, man. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Maybe he'll have the same type of career on the football side of things. And there is the punt.
Oh,
again,
get away from that. Get away. Ice.
Again, not a great one, but it's going to stop.
Oh, great starting field position
the
for Sulphur
36.
Springs.
That is.
Anytime it's fluttering up high like that, Tyler, you just want to get away from it. Let the bounce take its course, and don't make a mistake. No special teams mistakes. That's huge.
Now, Ryan, before we get started with our first offensive drive, I have to tell you, one of my favorite things about Hopkins County, and I think you're going to agree with me on this, but here in Hopkins County, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. Give him a call at 903-348-1527. Josh Boatman, as we are ready for our first play from the 35. Brady keeping it himself, getting a few yards there.
I talked about in pregame, man. Brady's going to have to use his legs tonight if Sulphur Springs wants to move the ball. Good little 4-yard carry. Anytime you're moving the chains like that, make the easy plays. If the linebacker crashes and Brady feels like he's got the outside edge, pull it and go get 4.
Now, in that sense, do you think that was a read option, or do you think that was a design keep?
No, it's absolutely a read option. He's reading that outside backer, seeing what he's going to do.
I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Got 9:35 here in the first quarter. Of course, still 0-0. 2nd and 6 from the 39. Brady going to roll out here. He's got his man. And that is our first down of the season, all the way up to the 50, Ryan. And I believe that is Jackson Hare.
Jackson Hare, first varsity catch. That's awesome. I remember my first varsity catch. Actually, Tyler, I don't know if you knew this, but I was starting receiver as a sophomore to start my career. I then became the quarterback. But
you were Ryan Tannenhill.
Yeah, there you go. No, great, easy completion there. Move the chains. You got the first down of the season. No 3-and-outs. You've already flipped the field. It's already a positive drive.
2 plays into the season, and you're at the 50. Brady keeping himself again, and he's got some room this time, Ryan. Well more than the first down.
Hold on to that ball. Big
all
play.
All the way to the 20. Way
Big
to
play.
Hold on there.
That one looked more designed to me because you kind of, I don't know, you had the offensive line moving that direction. That's a big run by Brady Driver. Again, he's going to use his feet tonight, and that's going to move the chains a lot.
I love this new look offense, man. We knew this was going to be a kind of more updated offense, and it looks like it.
Well, and Tyler, they've had this entire drive with Matthew Mitchell at that B-back position, and I'm thinking that's probably a product of no C.J. Williams tonight. To kind of have a, maybe an extra blocker, but also a guy that can catch passes and be an athlete.
Malachi,
bounce off that tackler.
Touchdown!
Oh, there we go.
Malachi rolling First score of the season, Ryan. Did you see him break that tackle?
You got to wrap up, and that's UTSA commit.
Yeah.
Devin McQuinn, you got to wrap up. Wow, Tyler, that's big time, baby.
Malachi Rowland.
That's big time.
Now, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats looking for their first win on opening night since 2018.
Wow.
And now we're only 3.5 minutes into this game, but you're off to a good start.
Is that a real stat?
2018, yes,
Wow,
sir. They have
okay.
not won the opener since 2018. Now, in that season, that was the last season they made the playoffs as well.
Oh,
Now,
we missed a kick. Got blocked.
Got blocked. Now, we did see issues with the snaps during the scrimmages as well. I don't know if that was an issue with the snap or not, but something to keep an eye on throughout the course of the
Tyler,
season.
that is a massive run by your pregame player of the night, Malachi Rowland.
Really is.
What did I say in the scrimmage? We got to get Malachi rolling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
And
big time, man.
He is, in fact, rolling right
What
now.
a tone setter. You know, I heard he had a big scrimmage last week against Wills Point. Had multiple touchdowns in a big yardage game, and it looks like he's coming in tonight with a lot of confidence. His first carry goes for 6.
Absolutely. Now, I want to introduce some of y'all to our good friends over at D&B Loans. D&B Loans is your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. You can find them on Gilmer Street. Family owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, you name it. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. And Ryan, get this, it is owned by Jennifer Clark and Wiley Roten. Now, the connection there, Matthew Clark on the football team and Kylie Clark, varsity cheerleader, their grandchildren.
There you go.
And Ryan, we have a special guest joining us in the booth right now. It is our very own sideline reporter, Mr. Rusty Harden.
Man, how are you guys doing this evening? Good start for the Wildcats.
We're doing a lot
Huge
better
start.
now.
I'm doing that's what I was going to say. I'm doing better that our on-field correspondent is up in the booth now.
Man, I tell you what, great crowd tonight. Everybody's excited. Great start for Coach Faircloth. Great start.
Now, I do want to ask, you've been down there on the sideline. What's the feel like down there?
Man, everybody's excited. I did find something out. Defensively, there's I think a number change that you guys might want to know. Landon Fields is the DB that's number 24.
Nice.
He's playing defensive back because your relative, Austin Cheney, Ryan, is injured.
There you go. Okay, so kind of a receiver switched over to more of a primary defensive role tonight with the absence of Austin Cheney. That's what we're paying you for, Rusty.
Right.
That's awesome.
Rusty comes in and
I tell you
immediately doing his job.
So we've got the kick out of bounds. That's not a huge special teams mistake, but not a good one. So they're going to get the ball here at the 30. It's all about the tone, Tyler. I said that the 3-and-out was huge. We go get 6. Another defensive stop here would go a long way.
That would be huge. 8:28 left here in this first quarter as Jacksonville gets his second drive started. McCown he has plenty of room back there. Now he's coming to our side.
Pick it off.
Oh, Riley Hammonds makes plays, Ryan.
Big play.
The man makes plays.
Big play. And, McCown, he's going to have a strong enough arm to kind of be able to extend these plays. And it looks like, when you watch McQuinn's film, a lot of his touchdowns, a lot of his bigger plays are due to plays breaking down, kind of a second effort type thing.
He's great at extending plays like that. That was something you and I noted. Rusty, I have to ask, Riley is always the most hyped kid on the world. You were down there on the sideline. I know you had to have had at least one interaction with him just being extremely pumped up.
I did not, but I was down there by the helmet where all the kids run out. They were all very, very pumped. Very first ball game. I didn't know if the helmet was going to get blown up or not, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Because your dad usually blows it up.
I know it. He used to be the official tunnel guy.
Now there's actually a drop from McQuinn.
Yeah, and Tyler, they're getting real close with these laterals, man. I know that's a forward pass, but that's the second one that's gotten on the ground, and with no review in high school football, it's kind of up to the officials there to not call that a fumble.
Now it's 3rd and 10 from the 30. You're one play away from a second 3-and-out in a row, Ryan.
It'd be huge, Tyler.
Let's see what happens. McCown obviously dropping back again. He's got time again.
A little high. There you go.
Incomplete pass.
That's going to be 3-and-out.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs. Ryan,
It really seems like the offensive line is holding up pretty good for Jacksonville, but the Sulphur Springs defensive backs are, they're putting a lot of stress on the receivers, and they're not getting open.
Absolutely. Now, Rusty, you're joining us here, obviously helping us out with some sideline stuff pregame. You're going to do that for us for halftime and stuff as well.
You bet. I talked to the trainer down there, Coach Carroll, and we all were wondering about CJ. Y'all talked about his injury and everything?
Yes,
Just a little bit.
Just
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit.
Okay, she says it's a tweak, and I have a feeling that if it was a district game or important game, he'd probably be out there playing.
Yes, sir.
That's what I got from her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that.
That could have been bad.
Could
That
have
that was a
been
live
very
ball. That was a live ball. That's okay, though. You want to get away from those. I told you, the ones that flutter up real high or one like that's real steep. You just got to get out of the way because only bad things can happen.
Now, Ryan, I want to make a note to you. They started the last drive, I believe, unless I'm wrong, on the 36. Now you're starting on the
You're
35.
on the
I mean,
yeah, very similar.
Might see something similar.
Very similar.
Rusty, thank you for providing us with that because the second we mentioned that CJ would probably not be playing tonight, I'm sure every viewer wanted an update on that, and that is exactly you're bringing the viewers everything they want to hear.
Yeah, and like I said, I have a feeling that if it was a big ball game, he'd probably be in. But this early in the year, you don't need to risk anything like that.
Malachi rolling with the ball in his hands again, picking up about 5 there.
Second touch in a row, second positive play in a row for Malachi.
The kid makes plays, Ryan. I think a lot of the time it's always like you got to get the ball in his hands, you got to get the ball in CJ's hands. Without CJ, you very well might see it more plays like that.
No
it's
question.
Not just a handoff.
No question. And I'm telling you, a good positive screen can go a long way because early in the season you want to have quick completions. You want to have, just throwing and catching the ball goes a long way.
Absolutely. 7:25 left here in this first. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 40. Brady keeping it himself this time. Looking for something.
Looks like he wanted to kind of run an RPO there. For you listeners that don't know what an RPO is, that is a run-pass option. So he could hand the ball off there. He could throw it to the receiver kind of on a glance, or he can pull it. He pulled it there. Looks like we've got a Jacksonville player down.
Yeah, Ryan, in an instance like this, for all of our viewers wondering, I think we very well might go to break here for a second. Hear a quick word for some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
It's back to school time and it's about to get super busy. Are you tired and stressed? Do you need to get into a healthier routine? Let me help you. The FitWit meal planning program helps give your body the fuel it needs to live a healthier life during these busy times while helping achieve fitness goals and save money. It also fixes the confusion of, what should I eat? Let me help you find that better, healthier routine and to start feeling good about yourself so you can focus on what matters most.
All right, Ryan, and we are
Fitbit
back.
on
It is
Facebook
going to
and
be third, and it looks like
message
3
me
from the
today
42.
to
There's
begin
7-11
your
left.
journey.
A first down would be huge right here, man.
No question. You looks like you've got your big Bulls package in there. A little early start there.
Yep, a little bit, and that's going to make the third down a bit tougher.
Kind of looks like he went off the clap there rather than looking at the ball. But yeah, you can't turn third and 3, 3rd and 4 into third and 8. Can't have that.
Now, Rusty, I'm curious. It's been a weird week weather-wise because it's been like the hottest summer ever, and then we finally get some rain and stuff. What's it feeling like down there?
Well, I was talking to Coach Carroll. She's also in charge of the weather app. The protocol is if there's any lightning within 10 miles, you have to stop the game for 30 minutes.
Hopefully we don't find out about that.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Earlier, there's a pretty rainbow, but I think it's going to be fine tonight.
And Brady breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. What a play. And that is the second time we've seen a broken tackle result into something huge, right?
That's going to be a design quarterback draw. Brady's going to have a 3-step drop, kind of simulate that there's a pass being made. No pass, offensive line gets out, quarterback draw from Brady. And again, I mentioned this before, Brady is going to use his feet tonight for the Wildcats to move the ball.
Good things have happened pretty much every time that he's had to do that.
No question. Tyler, something that I want to pay attention to is that the receivers, we got a false start already, but it looks like the receivers are really looking at the clap there instead of the ball. And so we want to be careful with that.
Brady's got to go. He's only got 5 seconds on that play clock, but do get it off in plenty of time, of course. Big pass to Cooper with a catch. Cooper Faircloth with his first catch of the night, and that's going to be another first down for your Wildcats, Ryan.
Cooper Faircloth with his first catch as a Sulphur Springs Wildcat, son of new head coach Faircloth.
Now, that play was pretty much exactly what you and I have said he's so good at. He's a great route runner. He just, almost like a Jason Witten, he gets himself open and he makes the catch.
Good possession guy, over the middle. That's a good-sized kid to really trust in if I'm Brady. Fire one over the middle. That always takes, it takes trust.
It does. And, of course, we see Jackson Hare running back out there. A lot of subs, a lot of in and out here tonight. Play clock winding down again. Once again, gets the snaps off. And there is a trick play over to Malachi Rowland. Unfortunately, not able to make much happen there, but you talked about some pre-snap motion, some reverses, things like that. We're seeing them.
Yeah, they sniffed that out well. We got our second string running back in there, and so you're still going to look at Malachi and the defense. The defense sniffed that one out.
I do like the idea of when you have your second string running back out there trying to do something like that, though.
No doubt, and it's like we talked about without C.J. Williams, there's going to have to be other people carry the ball.
Absolutely. Clock down to 5:35. About 10 seconds left on the play clock. Brady rolling out again to Skylar Lewis.
There's your boy.
And look at that again, just not wanting to go down, up inside the 30 now.
Sophomore receiver.
So we've seen a freshman receiver. We've seen now a sophomore receiver. I mean, we're
and I would be willing to bet that is Skylar Lewis's first career catch on varsity.
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah, so that's two first career catches on varsity. You had a first career catch as a Sulphur Springs Wildcat. A lot of new faces for the Wildcats tonight.
A lot, and I think that's exactly...
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
What you needed.
That means that things are pointed in the right direction when you're getting contributors that had never done it before.
All right, 3rd and short, Ryan. Again to Malachi.
It's going to be it's going to be 3rd and less than 1.
Gotta go there, I believe.
Tyler, I'm good with going for it here, man.
I'm also very
I'd
good
line
with
it up
going
and run it again.
If it were my call, it's obviously not.
4th down.
Now we do know that kicker Yuri Santa Cruz, he can kick. The kid can kick, but I think in this situation you have a chance to maybe get up by 2 touchdowns. I mean, I think you go for it. Of course,
it looks like they're going to go. They're going to go Bulls package is what I would call it. Extra tight end there. It looks like there's even an extra offensive lineman in there.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
On 2, okay, no.
Cooper Faircloth's going to be the only receiver on the field.
This is going to be the play that they were going to run earlier in the drive that got messed up with the false start. Just a QB draw, or QB sneak, rather, out of the shotgun position.
More than enough. Up
Big
to the
play.
20.
Big play.
And we are once again in the red zone, Ryan. 2 possessions, and you have been in the red zone twice. Right at 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
That's huge. That's huge. Tyler, I want to make note that that Jacksonville's star player Devin McQuinn is looks like he's playing full time both ways, and so we'll see if he can. We'll see if he can hold up. That's a lot of stress on him for sure.
It is. Now that being said, if Sulphur Springs scores here again, we might have to see McCown and McQuinn do a lot more. Might have to go to a very pass heavy offense before too long. Another give to Malachi. Not able to do a ton there, but of course just keep the chains moving. Staying at about the 20?
It's about 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
2nd and 9, maybe.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, the 3 receivers you have out there on the field right now, even without CJ, you've still got Skylar, you've still got Cooper, still got Jackson Hare and Matt Mitchell. I mean, you very well could see a touchdown pass down here.
No question. You're going to have trips right. Matthew is way in the slot. We saw this in the scrimmage, kind of a fake rollout, delayed handoff.
Now they are doing their best to find.
Yeah, they're really keying
ways.
in. They're really keying in on Malachi. It looks like kind of some of our gimmicky stuff's not working at the moment.
Now, Ryan, I have to ask, you are pretty much inside the red zone right here, but it's 3rd and long. What kind of play call do you expect to see here?
It really depends on, are you comfortable going for it on 4th? Because if you are, you can call anything right here. You can even run the ball. But if you're gonna kick it, then I don't see the harm in throwing it here. You got to hold on to it. There can't be a turnover because you have to walk away from this red zone visit with points, whether that be a field goal or a touchdown.
And it looks like we're going to see our first timeout of the night.
It's a big play, play clock running down. You don't want to get out of field goal range. And so, call a timeout and get your best play called.
Ryan, during this timeout, I think it's the perfect time to introduce you to some of our friends. Y'all are obviously watching a live stream right now. We've got some other friends that you can watch a live stream of. It is the Way Bible Church. They want to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. I mentioned that live stream. You can catch that at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at the Way Bible Church. You can also visit the Way Bible Church at 674 FM 2560. Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but they are building a beautiful new building that I know everyone's going to want to check out. And, of course, huge shout-out to their pastor, Joel, who's a big supporter of us here at Chad's Media, but also a huge supporter of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Now, Rusty, did you get any insight on the effects of the absence of Austin Chaney tonight in that secondary?
I just know that they made the switch. The young man they switched over there, Landon Fields, was a receiver.
Yep.
So they just put an athlete over there. And I know I talked to Coach Faircloth earlier today about those two Division I receivers. Are they going to do anything special? He says, we're just going to line up with them and play.
Yeah, there you go.
And
That's
they've
awesome.
done a good job so far tonight.
Well, they've kept them quiet thus far. Tyler, we've got 3rd and 10. It's a big play.
It is. 2:14 left in the quarter. Brady's got Cooper. Cooper's got the catch. Now it's going to be a little short. Ryan, what do you do?
Well, golly, they keep putting the offensive coordinator in a tough position. I personally, I'm all about going for it. Let's get up 2 scores. Looks like they're going to line up quick.
They are.
Might get on 2 here. Nope. Another Brady up the middle. He's going to bounce it outside. Oh, go get the first. Go get the first. Oh, he's going to be short.
He is.
He's going to be short, Tyler.
Not a bad,
you got to get north there.
Not a bad effort. And I do. We just said,
huge stop for Jacksonville.
That is
huge stop.
1:43 left here in this first quarter. Still, obviously, 6-0. But man, this first quarter is flying by. Your defense has been great so far. If you could get another 3 and out from this field position, you'd be helping yourself out a ton.
Yeah, no doubt. But right there, I like the play call. Brady has been great on his feet all night. But when it's 4th and short in that situation, especially when you go up to the line quickly, the defense is still kind of scrambling to get ready. Just get north. Go fall forward. Brady's a good-sized kid. When he falls, that's going to be 2 or 3 yards. And I really think he had it. Had he cut north right there.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too, because it looked like at one point he did have it.
Mm-hmm.
But Jacksonville's 3rd drive of the night. Let's see if they can put it together this time.
Defense hadn't given up a first down yet, so that's something to look at. Another screen ball here.
Got some room. Riley does bring him down before the first down. Riley Hammott's all over the field, man.
Yeah, Tyler, I would not be surprised if McCown started kind of, airing it out a little bit here, in kind of coming in on the end of the first quarter. It's 2nd and short. I like throwing the ball on 2nd and short because I feel comfortable on 3rd and short running the ball and getting a first down.
Exactly. I agree. I think that's your chance to take a risk, and we'll see if they take it. No? Took the opposite of our advice, but they still
Looks
get
like
the
they're
first
going to get
down.
the first, yep. So first down of the night for the Indians.
Now, I want to mention on the pass a second ago, that was Jermaine Taylor. We saw him in the pre-games, and he was looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a good-looking kid. Him and McQuinn. I mean, that's a pretty good duo.
It is. We keep mentioning how Sulphur Springs has a lot of options. I mean, they do as well. Down to 45 seconds left in this first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 23. And McCown's got McQuinn that time.
Oh, be careful with the face mask there. It doesn't look like. No, he didn't grab it, so I think we're good. Again,
close. It's going to be another 2nd and short. Now, we'll see if they do, in fact, get another playoff. There is 25 seconds left on the clock, but 30 on the play clock. So
they'll get one more off, I bet.
I would think so as well.
It looks like they're kind of a high. I mean, it looks like they're, I wouldn't say NASCAR, but they are getting to the line pretty quickly.
Agreed. McCown keeping it himself this time. Gets all the way to the 40.
Man, that's got to be a hold. I'm thinking that's going to be a holding on Jacksonville right there.
And there may have even
He's up high. He's grabbing him, throws him to the ground. Anytime there's a run outside, you got to be real cognizant of where your hands are as a blocker.
Right. We will have to see what the flag.
I'm going holding on Jacksonville is my call.
No, I think I agree with you, especially where that happens. I don't know what else.
Outside of the tackle box, just exactly what you're saying. Outside of the tackle box, you have to be careful as a blocker.
Let's see.
One for one on referee calls tonight.
Now, yeah, if y'all didn't see the scrimmage, Ryan, he's got this stuff down.
That's one that I think we should post.
It is.
That was pretty cool.
We should post
the old during the play, post play call.
So, in all fairness, the players have been posting clips of our stuff on YouTube.
Oh, and our voiceovers is
now
on
we
it.
Should,
yeah.
We should post our own stuff.
Yeah, we'll post our own highlight.
You breaking down
the right, the old 15 yards up, 15 yards back trick.
Now, is that going to do it for the first quarter,
That
Ryan?
is the end of the first quarter. So we've got Wildcats 6, Indians 0. And Tyler, I guess it could have been a better start if we would have gotten points that last red zone visit, but great start to the 2022 season.
100%. I mean, I don't know that you could have asked for a ton more. Yeah, you would have loved to have gotten points there, but I think you feel really good about it. Rusty, dude, thank you so much for helping us out with this sideline report. You came up here and brought us stuff that I know the viewers were hoping to hear.
Hey, you bet. And one other thing I've noticed, before the game, they were publicizing another receiver, Division I receiver, Coda Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
And I haven't seen him out there. Has he done anything tonight?
I also, we did notice him on defense, and of course, he's a great linebacker. I believe that's probably what he'll play the most of.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to play
but
linebacker at Lamar, but
he is also a good receiver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, so they've obviously got some athletes.
They've always had.
The Jermaine Taylor kid that's a good-looking kid, and for him to be beside a Division I committed receiver, I mean, that's a lot of power.
Now, Ryan, we were talking about loving, the start to this game. You know who else is loving the start to this game?
Who's that?
That's our good friends over at Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square, or you can use any of their many convenient drive-thrus. I use Alliance Bank, and I literally use every single one of the drive-thrus. See them at alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs, or give them a call at 903-885-2157. Now, we are officially ready to start the second quarter. It is 2nd and 3 from the 31. Well, maybe we're not ready, right? Again, a huge thanks to Rusty Harden for helping us out with all the sideline stuff. We'll be hearing more from him around the start of that second half, Ryan.
I guess he's 12 now.
Now, of course, we will wait to see. Now, Ryan, I want to point something out to you.
Well, Tyler, I'm actually going to interrupt you. Maybe you're about to say this,
same thing, yeah.
But we got a new quarterback out
We do.
there. Got a new quarterback out there.
It looks like
Ryan Walker.
Yeah, a junior. Yeah, junior Ryan Walker. He's listed as a
tight end linebacker.
But now we've
now he's
Ryan
actually
McCown is lined up on
okay.
outside.
So we've
There's
got
gonna be Wildcat.
we've got a Wildcat set up right here.
Now is that?
I'll tell you what, a
that
challenge of calling high school games is
that it's high school.
you never know. I mean, there's no telling what sets they're going to get in this situation, I mean, not that we would know what NFL teams are working on in practice, but who knows what the Jacksonville Indians are cooking up, running the Wildcats to start the second quarter.
Right. That being said, you have a player as talented as McQuinn. You haven't done a great job of getting him the ball tonight.
He needs to touch it more. He needs to touch it more.
Yeah.
Let me step into a Jacksonville's fan here. He needs to touch the ball more. He has not touched it enough.
I think so as well. Now again, because I mentioned this, what felt like 10 minutes ago, it is 2nd and 2.
Now Jaden Boyd is a big kid, Tyler. I mean, that's going to be kind of a power back guy. All right, come on,
We're
guys.
still not
what
ready.
are we doing?
It feels like we need to fix this. And Ryan, if you need someone to help you fixing things, give our good friends at Mayo
nice.
Appliance Service a call. They provide service calls, diagnostics, and repair for all home appliances with fast, affordable, and reliable service guaranteed. Located here in Sulphur Springs, of course, they provide in-home service to all surrounding areas for repair of dishwashers and dryers, stovetops and ovens, refrigerators and ice makers, dishwashers, you name it. For more information, call 903-951-4500 or visit mayoapplianceservices.com today.
And that is why you were the official ad reader, because that was a very nice transition.
Thank you. And McQuinn does pick up the first down, it looks like. It doesn't look like he did. All the way up to, what's that, like the 42, 43?
I'm thinking any play call where he's touching the ball is a good one for Jacksonville. I mean, that's gonna put them in a good position. I wouldn't rely on running the Wildcat all night. I think McCown is fully capable of running this offense. I'd like to see them air it out a little more, but the Sulphur Springs defense is putting them in a position where they feel like they can't.
Now, I do agree with you. I wouldn't feel like I have to run it all night, but I would probably do it a good bit. Or not even a majority of the time, but, once, twice a drive, yeah. But it is McCown back there now, of course. And again, it's got some time.
Out to the running back. Another first down. That's got, golly.
That is another
Looked like a
solid
blindside
pickup.
block. Yeah, that's gonna be a personal foul right there, unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness. It depends if they called it after the play or during the play, but that's gonna be 15 yards back for Jacksonville, no question.
And man, we mentioned Jaden Boyd being a bigger dude, like he's pretty big.
Yeah, no question. Now, the question here, Tyler, is was that considered during the play or was it after the play? That's going to determine whether this is a first down. Well, okay, it's actually going to be a first down either way, but it just depends where it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see this, and it looks like the refs might not be entirely sure either.
That's what they're talking. They're talking about if it occurred during or after the play.
Now, of course, if you're Jacksonville, you have the luxury of being able to hear that entire conversation because the coaches are 2 feet away.
Yeah, definitely a blindside block there. You cannot do that or crack back, whatever your terminology is. Let's see what he says. Long walk for the official.
Legal blindside block. Number 3 out there. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, so still a first down, but it is going to be 15 yards from the spot, and so it's actually going to be first.
And that's all the way back to the 37. First and 15 from the 37, it looks like.
No, they're calling it first and 10.
Yeah, you're right, first and 10. Now, the clock here
that's correct. Yeah. It should be first and 10 because they did get the first down and then illegal block.
McQuinn once again with it, and once again with a first down. Man, once you get the ball in his hands, he is a beast.
And they're right back where.
Did you see that little celebration there?
A little bit of a CeeDee Lamb-esque celebration, but first down for the Indians. Again, it's always going to be a good play with him touching the ball.
I agree. Like you said, however you can find a way, whether it's the Wildcat, whether it's getting the ball to him, I mean, whatever you've got to do.
Got to weather the storm here, Tyler. Sulphur Springs is fine.
So that is, again, like we said, first and 10 from right at the 40.
Looks like McQuinn's playing a lot of slot receiver. They're going to go trips right here. You got a safety over top of him. He's going to run deep.
And there was
Kennedy.
There you
go. Took his eyes off of it.
Now, Rusty just asked us if we've seen him on offense.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. Took his eyes off of it. Obviously was trying to get upfield before he had it. And that goes into the category of making the easy play, Tyler. So instead of possibly going to get a first down after the catch, you got 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville here.
Keep that. 2nd and 10. I mean, if you could get a stop on this play, especially, I mean, make it 3rd and as difficult as possible. Again, it looks like Boyd back there in the backfield with him. And it is to Boyd.
Ball to Boyd. Good tackle. Okay, so we've got 3rd and 8.
Yep. And there is the 3rd and as difficult as possible that I was hoping for. Clock down to 10:40 here in this first half. It's wild that we're already this game's flying by. Right?
Yeah, the game's flying. 10 minutes left in that first half.
They say time flies when you're having fun.
Still 6-0 for the Wildcats. I expect a pass play here. See if you can move the chains if you're Jacksonville.
You might go for it here. Maybe, I don't know.
You could. That kind of thing. You could. They're not gonna kick a field goal from this distance. I wouldn't think. Kind of a jail screen. That's gonna be incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 8.
The Wildcat defense continuing to do its thing.
They're playing well.
And I want to point out, I think that's a great job of them to recover because this drive specifically has not gone your way with a number of different plays. You saw them get all the way into territory, then back into their own, then back into your territory, but you were still able to get that stop.
No doubt, and it looks like they might. It looks like they might be going for it. Doesn't look like they're going to send the punt crew out there.
I may have spoken.
It's kind of in that. It's kind of in that gray area. If you punt it and it's a touchback, it's really only about an 18-yard difference.
Right.
So snap here. McCown drops back.
He's got time.
Interception.
Riley Hammonds with his first pick of the year. He had 4 of them last year as a junior. Let's see how many he gets this year, Ryan. He's already at number 1.
Huge play right there for the Wildcat defense to come through. And Sulphur Springs ball here, way to weather the storm. Couple first downs by the Indians on that drive. McCown drops back in desperation, throws it up, and Riley Hammonds comes up with the interception. That's a big play.
How many times do we have to tell y'all that man is a beast?
Well, I hope that we say Riley Hammonds with the interception multiple times this year.
Yeah, that will. I'm gonna let y'all know in advance. I highly doubt that is the one time we say that this year.
I hope you're right. So Brady Driver here, set to start this drive for the Wildcats. Got an RPO there.
Matt Mitchell. up to the 35.
Matt Mitchell's first catch of the season. I'm loving the uniforms, man. I know we said they're the freshman jerseys, but it looks good. It's a clean look.
I think so as well. Love the pants, as we mentioned earlier. And, man, those helmets are growing on me by the second.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Faircloth already kind of putting his signature on.
Yeah, no doubt. Second and about 4 maybe. Second and 3 maybe. This is huge. This is a stable drive, Tyler. I'm telling you, anytime you can go up by 2 possessions, that's demoralizing for the other team.
That would be huge. Brady keeping the play alive and doing more than that. He's picking up the first down, Ryan, up to the 40.
Brady again with his feet. That's big time. And what's going to happen is, your linebackers are going to start keying on that. You're going to get more one-on-one matchups with your receivers, and that's going to allow him to really pick apart this defense downfield, over the middle. But they're going to have to respect one of the two, and that's why a running quarterback that has an arm is so effective.
Absolutely, and that's so tough because, like you said, I mean, in an instance like that, the secondary does a great job. They lock everyone up, but
you can only cover for so long.
Exactly.
I mean, that's, in 7-on-7, you've got 4 seconds to get the ball out, and the reason is it's really hard to cover for 10 seconds.
Right.
Malachi here going to have about a gain of 2, gain of 3.
Not bad. I like it. You
want positive plays. You want to be moving forward.
I think that goes back to what you said about the easy plays. Just get your 3 or 4 or 5 yards.
Yep, no doubt. And obviously we've shown that we're not scared to go for it on 4th down. So every yard counts. Obviously, 4th and 1, 4th and 2 situations are far more advantageous than 4th and 8.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned going for it. We've got kicker Yuri Santa Cruz down here on the sideline. He seems to be kicking into the net and everything. We might...
No question. Might have to go for 2. Just depends on what your philosophy is after missing an extra point.
Right.
Going to roll out to the right here. Little high. Tyler, I talked about in the scrimmage, I actually always liked rolling out to the left as a quarterback. I thought that my mechanics were better because it was harder. Going out to the right, I felt like I had a strong enough arm, and so sometimes my mechanic would get out of whack. It kind of looks like Brady might have dropped his elbow there. That's going to throw the ball high.
Dude, I felt so validated when you said that because obviously I'm not a quarterback, but my whole life, you do stuff like that.
Right.
And I've always been 10 times better at rolling out that opposite direction.
No
and
question.
I always wondered why that was.
It's a mechanics thing. You're emphasizing it more.
Right. So 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Here we go.
From the 43.
Another rollout.
Uh-oh. Brady Driver keeping the play alive again.
Man, if he wouldn't have crossed the line of scrimmage there, you had a receiver breaking open deep, and that's what I'm talking about. That DB is worried about Brady running the ball, and so he kind of left his assignment. But a good run there, way to move the sticks. It's going to be 4th and 1. They're sending another tight end out there. It looks like they are going to go for it.
I would think. You see the ball.
Bulls package here. We're going to call this Bulls package all year. I don't know what they're going to call it, but you and I are calling it the Bulls package.
Talk me into it, man.
2 tight ends, extra O-linemen.
Do you think this is like a read option, or what are we seeing here?
Man, I'm QB sneaking.
Fair enough.
Out of the shotgun position.
And so are they.
Get north. He got it. There you go. Much better.
That's a great play call there.
It's
Ryan.
not a break free, get outside type play. This is a 3-yard gain.
And I like that better than the read option because now you have Malachi as an extra blocker. And I believe he made a difference on that play.
Give him a little play fake. Let him block.
Clock is rolling here. We are already up to 7:30.
Now, Tyler, if you remember correctly, we deferred to the second half. So how huge would it be to go put points on the board here, maybe have to go play another drive on defense, get a stop, and then get to start with the ball in the second half?
That'd be huge.
Little fake bubble screen.
Brady tried his best there. He's broken multiple tackles tonight. But, of course, just not quite able to do so there.
The fake screen did not work for the Wildcats there. I bet you Brady got the breath knocked out of him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of landed funky. Man, I'm thinking he's okay. I can't tell you how many times I got the breath knocked out of me.
Yeah, of course, that's always tough. Like you said, I mean, you just need a second.
Yeah,
and you still got 2 timeouts in this second. You've got 2 timeouts in this half. If you got to use a timeout here, you got to use a timeout here. I mean, worst things have happened than that.
8 seconds on the play clock. I bet you we're about to get a timeout. Good call, Tyler.
Now, Ryan, man,
timeout.
I got to tell you, I'm having a ton of fun here tonight, but I'm starving, and I really could use some Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie. Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there is something for everyone. Delivery and catering is also available for all you hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. We look forward to seeing you soon. Dude, you wouldn't even have to leave your couch. You could have it delivered to your house and still watch the game.
Now, Tyler, I
Ryan, the Wildcats offense has been red hot here tonight. And I'm not going to lie, dude. If Jacksonville needs any help cooling them off, they might need to give our good friends at Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning a call. Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service is locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Go ahead and call them at 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs.
You're killing it with the ads, man. Killing it.
Thank you, man. Second and long.
So we've got Matt Mitchell at quarterback here. Brady actually does have his pads off on the sidelines, walking. Okay, so Brady's walking to the locker room. We've got Matt Mitchell at quarterback. We talked about, if there was an instance where Brady got hurt, right, Matt Mitchell would be the emergency QB2, so he's going to go in there. It's third and long here, 3rd and 22. You're probably not going to get a first down here. What you want to do is take up as much time as you can. Right. Get some yards to put your punt team in better field position. Take up as much time as you can and let your defense go out there and get a stop.
Right. Luckily, you're a team that has a former QB on your roster. If they just give it to Malachi there, like you said, trying to use up a little bit of that clock.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Ryan, I don't know.
No,
if
that's got to be dead. No, that's got to be dead.
We haven't heard it be blown dead. I would have really thought that.
I turned my head.
And we have a flag.
Yeah, there's
on
a
the
flag.
field
I turned my head because I was fairly certain that the play was over.
I was positive it was. Now again, like we said, we got a flag on the field. And that was probably blown dead to begin with, but we'll.
It doesn't look like Sulphur Springs is too concerned. I'm thinking that we've got a whistle blown, and it's gonna stay Sulphur Springs ball and 4th and a mile. Now, Tyler, what you were about to say.
Like to hear.
Yeah, what you were about to say. You were going to ask if Jacksonville might call a timeout, and you could, but 5.5 minutes is plenty of time in a high school football game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Lots of clock stoppages, and so I don't know. I'm not wasting a timeout. I'd rather keep them till the end.
Yeah, I agree. I think if it were more like 3.5 minutes, maybe you think about it then. 5.5 is a ton of time though. So we'll hear what this call is.
Oh, huge play! Huge play.
That is in fact huge. A face mask.
So that's gonna reset the downs. Obviously,
dude, on what was a 3rd and 22.
You cannot have that. You cannot have that if you're Jacksonville. That is demoralizing. You're gonna get the ball. You're gonna have great field position. You're gonna have 5 minutes to do so.
And now you're looking at possibly being down 2 scores.
Balls across the 50. New set of downs. They're gonna, like I said, Sulphur Springs needs to kill a lot of clock here if they can.
They do. Obviously,
Tyler, expect a lot of runs here. When backup quarterback comes in, you want to get him comfortable.
Right.
He can run the ball. Malachi can run the ball, but I do expect a lot of runs here.
Malachi trying to fight his way up as much as he can.
Very important to hold on to the ball. You got to have ball security here.
Oh, absolutely. That's even more important than breaking off something big. Just keep the chains moving.
Holding on to the ball is more important than scoring in this very moment.
I agree with you. 2nd and 7 from the 40. Clock, as you mentioned, want it to roll as much as it can. It is now officially under 5. And they are using that play clock. It's all the way down to 10 now. And I think you're probably going to see that on every play.
Okay, so Brady Driver is back on the sidelines. I'm sure Rusty Harden will let us know kind of what they've said at the half at some point, but he's putting back his uniform.
That's what we have Rusty for.
Yeah, so no, that's good. Good run by Malachi
Great
here.
run by Malachi.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 again. Moving the chains and killing some clock is going to be huge for the Wildcats.
That is exactly what we have Mr. Rusty Harden for, Ryan.
No question.
As we approach the 4:20 mark here in this first half. Like you said, 3rd and 1 from right at about the 34. If I'm not mistaken, you're already trying to he's already down there getting that information, isn't he? Shout out to Rusty Harden over there talking with Coach Shaver. 3rd and 1, like we said, from the 34. Play clock under 10.
Another handoff here, Malachi.
Oh, he broke that tackle a little bit and was able to get
the first down. Big time. Move the chains, kill the clock.
Dude, my favorite thing about Malachi Rowland, he's like a little bowling ball. He just bounces off of people. How often have we seen him literally just bounce? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, especially for a smaller guy like Malachi, I mean, you got to bring it. McQuinn later, he kind of did the cold shoulder tackle on that first touchdown run. I mean, I'm sure Malachi gets that a lot being a smaller guy where they don't feel like, hey, I've got to wrap up. But in that instance, obviously he needed to wrap up.
Right. You're going to learn with him. You might want
7 seconds on the play clock, Tyler. Like I said, it looks like they are trying to kill some clock.
Now, my question is, at what point do you say, all right, we've killed the clock, let's score?
Well, again, with the backup quarterback in there, it's how comfortable are you with throwing the ball? Not that he's not capable, but I'm sure that he hasn't gotten a lot of reps at throwing this week.
Oh, no, 100%. Like you said, he's obviously thrown a lot in his life.
Right.
But just maybe here recently probably not getting a ton of opportunities.
But he's working on the B-back stuff, kind of more focused on blocking and catching the ball. So, but just for him to handle the snaps here and know the offense to an extent is big time here. Malachi.
There goes Malachi. Second touchdown of the season, second touchdown of the night. Malachi Rowland, have yourself a night, kid.
Humongous play right there. We'll see if they're going to kick it or if they're going to go for the extra point. Looks like they are sending the kicking crew out there. That's still going to put them up by 2 possessions. Humongous play for the Wildcats there.
Absolutely.
Malachi Rowland is rolling.
There you go, dude.
There you go. I love it.
I love that.
That's your boy. Good call, man.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. He was a baller last year, and he is going to continue to be one here this season. I have no doubt about that.
And Tyler, that's a big play, and here's why. Obviously, it looks like Brady is going to be okay.
And it's blocked.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, still 2 possessions. But what I was saying, though, is it looks like Brady's going to be okay. You were able to get points without him on the field, kind of give him an extra extended breather, go into the half, hopefully, and he'll come back out and be ready to roll.
Now, Ryan, I know everyone in the city of Sulphur Springs is hyped right now, but I'm thinking there might be people in the surrounding areas as well, people such as our friends over at Hooten's Hardware in Emory. Hooten's Hardware features brands that you steel and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit them on East Linden Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com.
Tyler, we've got 12-0 here, 2 possession game for the Wildcats. Let's talk about the student section. It looks like we've got some type of construction worker theme rolling. I see some hard hats. I see some safety jackets.
It's because they're ready to put in work, right?
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not.
No, it looks good, though. Good turnout. Again, I like the crowd for week 1. The crowd's got to be feeling good. Defense is pitching a shutout. Offense has put up 2 scores. You want to finish the half here. You want to finish the half giving up no points. I'm perfectly okay with not scoring any myself.
Yeah, so much so that if you get a stop and it's like 3rd and long, I don't even know that I'd call a timeout. Just get your stop.
I am real hesitant to kick it deep here, Tyler.
Yeah.
I want to be careful who touches the ball. We got a fumble.
That could not.
We got a fumble.
Have gone better for your Wildcats.
Absolutely. Could not have gone better. And Riley Hammonds with the tackle. That's big time, Tyler.
That man is all over the place. Now, I do want to remind everyone we're coming up on the half. This has been addressed already, but want to make sure y'all are full aware. Don't go anywhere during the halftime show because not only are you going to get to hear from some of our sponsors, you're going to get to hear from Ryan and I. You'll even get to see us again. I know everyone's really excited to see us. But you'll also get to see your Sulphur Springs band and the Blue Blazes and everything. They put on an amazing halftime show And we are going to make sure that you get to see every second of that. So don't go anywhere during the halftime show. Get your food delivered from a place like Chick-fil-A, who will bring it right to your couch. You don't even have to get up.
Tyler, so the Indians are going to start on the 10-yard line here. That's a massive special teams play for the Wildcats. They're going to have to go 90 yards to get a touchdown here.
And they got 2 minutes, 36 seconds to do so.
Play breaks down. Great job by the Wildcat defense. They're all over it.
He did once again try to get it to McQuinn, of course, but unable to do so.
No sacks tonight, Tyler, but a lot of pressure in that backfield.
Yeah, there has been. Think about how many times he's had to roll out and do his thing.
No question. And I mean, I'm not saying that he's not capable of it, but no quarterback wants to throw in duress every
Right.
play. I can assure you.
Right. I 1,000% believe you.
I mean, he's having to throw off his back foot. There's no way he can put a good ball out there every time.
2:30 left here in the half. 2nd and 10 from the 10. Got a little room there. Pick it up at what, 4 or 5 there? It's going to make it 3rd and medium. Now, I mentioned I wouldn't have called a timeout here necessarily.
I don't know, man. That was I agreed with you.
Now it's all the way on the 10. Now I've changed my mind.
I agreed with you totally.
There is.
But now they're going to punt it, and we're going to be about at midfield. You really could probably get some points out of that.
Now, if you do get a stop, yeah, I agree.
I'm calling.
I would have called it there maybe. I don't know. But
I'm calling timeout after this. Now, Jacksonville wants to be careful here because if they throw an incomplete pass, that's going to be like a timeout.
Almost have to run. They don't
throw
agree.
The screen, make a play. Just make the play.
Riley Hammonds wraps them up.
Boom, easy play. I'm calling timeout.
And they are.
And they will.
There's your timeout. 1:43 left. Well, they'll bring that back to about 1:43, I would think. Yeah.
Home clock operators got to help us out there. Come on.
Right. Ryan, real quick, before we resume, we got our timeout. Very quickly, this defense has done such a great job tonight, helping the team be more successful. It reminds me a lot of what Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying is doing. They're a family-owned and operated business that provides year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Owned by Rodney Easley, you might be like, why does that name sound familiar? Well, he is the father of Trent Easley, one of the coaches for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Now, Trent Easley was starting quarterback at Grand Saline back in his high school days.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
As an authorized dealer for Monty's Plant and Soil Products, they can provide everything that your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give Rodney a call at 214-837-2206. Yeah, a nice. Dude, there's so many connections, like Rodney Easley to Trent Easley. We've got we had the with DMB Loans earlier with the Matthew and Kylie Clark.
Tyler, it looks like they're going to play kind of a safe approach. I would not be opposed to sending the house if you do have a punt block in there. This is the time to do it. But maybe,
I think so, too.
High school deep snapper is – they're not always sure thing. That was actually a great snap.
It
Good
was,
punt.
and a great punt. All the way.
Get under it.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't want to give up those hidden yards.
Yeah, that is tough. That's going to go all the way to the 29.
You had the ball at the 48. Now you're down in the 29. Tyler, I'd just let this thing run out.
Yeah, of course, he went for the fair catch if he could have got it. I guess didn't feel like he could get it. That's always tough. But I agree with you, especially given the situation of everything. I think you give it to Malachi, see if he breaks off something huge. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah, no question. Don't put the ball in the air here. Minute 27, ball in the 15. Ball on the 29. I was looking at the scoreboard. I don't think you press your luck here. I think you take the 2-score lead heading into the halftime. Backup quarterback out there, just play it safe, and let's take this thing to the locker room.
Absolutely. As we mentioned, working with a 12-0 lead and 1:27 left on this first half. Malachi, the ball does come out, but he was down.
They're marking him down. Yeah. Still want to hold on to that. It makes me nervous. Nope, defense, take it easy. Take it easy down here.
Don't be too eager to run out there.
No, he's down.
I don't like how eager the defense was to get out there.
I don't know what Jacksonville's doing up there either.
I don't either.
I'm telling you, high school football makes me nervous because there is no review.
Right.
We can see from up here that was clearly he was down. I mean, the ground cannot cause a fumble in the game of football, especially in high school and college when any touch of the ground
Yeah, and the referees do agree with us.
There we go. Second down, Wildcat ball. Defense, take a seat. Let's talk about the second half.
Dude, you know who I feel like was a huge fan of that play? People that are such huge supporters of the Wildcats, they're located on Wildcat Way, and that is J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give them a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay. Go CJ.
Don't overpay. Go CJ.
Fire.
That's
Bars.
quite the jingle right there.
Bars,
I like
as the
it.
kids would say.
Second down, second and about 6. Tyler, they're letting this clock run down. I totally agree with that. You can't lose a football game if you don't give up any points.
1,000%.
And so 12-0 is a good spot to be heading into the second half. Jacksonville's going to call a timeout.
All right.
That doesn't make sense to
Question.
me because
Question.
why would you not go ahead and call that before the play clock got rolling? They let 40 seconds go off there.
You had 40 seconds to decide that you wanted to call that timeout, and you called it with 1 second
Yeah,
left?
that's kind of a dud for a head coaching move right there. Not very good clock management. Man, you would be surprised at how many people that know the game of football very well, do not manage the clock well at all times.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that I'm the Nostradamus of clock management, but it doesn't take a genius to understand that. Call that if you're going to burn a timeout, call it with the most time possible. If you're
100%.
Jacksonville, Jacksonville knows that we're running the ball right here.
Now, Ryan, earlier I mentioned J. Hodge Chevrolet, which again located on Wildcat Way. It's the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. They've won awards for the Mark of Excellence Award, Best Auto Repair Shop, so much more, man. Again, I already said the jingle, but don't overpay. Go CJ. So coming out of the timeout, it's going to be second and about 5 or 6. Haven't updated the scoreboard yet, but I would say about 6 probably.
Another handoff here to Malachi. Hold on to that ball.
And again,
God,
it does.
gets out. Luckily, they blew it out. They blew it dead, but you got to hold on to the football. The worst thing that can happen right here is a turnover on our side of the field.
Now, again, Jacksonville is letting the clock run. Maybe they'll call another late time.
Interesting clock management, Tyler. Interesting clock management. I'm burning all the timeouts so that they have to punt it to me. Bad snap punt, block punt, anything.
There would have still been 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean they're not risking Sulphur Springs scoring here.
Then again, your offense hasn't been rolling or anything. So
no, but they can't score if they're not on the field.
Malachi.
Good run there. That's going to be the end of the half.
Hey, in their defense, if they would have used their timeouts and that happens,
Right.
Now there's a minute left and the ball's at midfield. So
clock has stopped with 2 seconds.
You could use a timeout.
No, it's first down. First down, clock's going to reset when the chains are ready.
Could you immediately call a timeout, though?
You can call a timeout right now. I don't know why you would, but...
No, I'm just asking.
Right,
if this would have been a situation...
Right.
Well, that does do it for the first half. Wildcats looking for their first win on opening night since 2018. And Ryan, through 2 quarters of play, they're off to a great start. Sulphur Springs leading 12-0. Now, we've already told you how the halftime show is going to work, so y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to make sure you see all of that. But first, we want to hear a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be back. Commercial Glass and Mirror is owned by David Gideon, the father of 3 different Wildcats, including Gage, who's currently a key player on the Wildcats golf team. If you're looking for the best residential and commercial glass replacement services around, call Commercial Glass and Mirror at 903-885-2661. You can find them on the service road at 405 Interstate Highway 30. We're huge fans of Commercial Glass and Mirror, and we know that you will be too.
Toby Boatman Garage Doors is a family-owned and operated business that has served Hopkins County and surrounding areas for 20 years. They provide high-quality and long-lasting work that you can find on their Facebook. Call or text 903-348-6170 for all your residential and commercial garage door needs, including installation and repairs. No matter how big or small your job is, Toby Boatman Garage Doors will fix you up. Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without any trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today at Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. Hooten's Hardware in Emory, Texas, which features brands such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware is more than just nuts and bolts. You can find Hooten's at 1139 West, East Lennon Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com.
Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there's something for everyone. Delivering and catering is also available for all those hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. We look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats.
The Way Bible Church wants to welcome you home on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock and 10:45. Or catch their live stream at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come and find a place to belong at TWBC. Visit the Way Bible Church at 674 FM 2560 in Sulphur Springs. The Way Bible Church is building a beautiful new building that I know everyone is going to want to check out. Also, a big shout out to Joel, TWBC's pastor, who is a big supporter of us here at Chad's Media.
It's been one of the hottest summers ever, and I can't think of a better time to introduce you to our friends over at Donnie's Heat and Air. Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service is locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. D&B Loans, your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They also offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets and mattress sets. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. Owned by Jennifer Clark and Wiley Roden, they are huge supporters of the Wildcats, including grandson Matthew Clark, who's on the football team, and granddaughter Kylie Clark, who is a varsity cheerleader.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
It's back to school time and it's about to get super busy. Are you tired and stressed? Do you need to get into a healthier routine? Let me help you. The FitWit meal planning program helps give your body the fuel it needs to live a healthier life during these busy times while helping achieve fitness goals and save money. It also fixes the confusion of, what should I eat? Let me help you find that better, healthier routine and to start feeling good about yourself so you can focus on what matters most. Follow FitWit on Facebook and Instagram and message me today to begin your journey.
Mayo Appliance Services, providing service calls, diagnostics, and repair for all home appliances with fast, affordable, and reliable service guaranteed. Located in Sulphur Springs, Mayo Appliance Services provides in-home service to all surrounding areas for repair of washers, dryers, stovetop ovens, refrigerators, ice makers, dishwashers, you name it. For more information, call 903-951-4500 or visit mayoapplianceservices.com to see how they can help you today. Here in Hopkins County, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give Josh a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today.
Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying is a family-owned and operated business that provides year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Owned by Rodney Easley, Easley's Liquid Fertilizer is a huge supporter of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, including Trent Easley, who's one of the coaches for your Wildcats. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything that your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give Rodney a call at 214-837-2206.
J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. A Mark of Excellence Award winner, J. Hodge Chevrolet has also won awards for Best Automotive Dealership and Best Auto Repair Shop. They're such big supporters of the Wildcats, you can find them on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give them a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay. Go see Jay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And Ryan, we had mentioned, the great folks over at Commercial Glass and Mirror earlier, and we happen to be joined by no other than the man himself, David Gideon. David, thank you for taking the time to join us here tonight.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
How are you feeling about this first half?
I love it.
Love it.
It's kind of the culmination of a clean sweep this week. You know, the younger guys winning, and we've got a good thing going down on the field right now.
We've got the no points given up streak still alive.
Yeah.
Both freshman teams, JV, did not give up a single point. Varsity's doing the same thus far.
Yep.
Now, David, I had obviously been telling them a little bit about Commercial Glass and Mirror myself, but I feel like who could tell us about it better than you?
Well, I think I can, if I can remember that far back. But been with it since 1984, and bought the entire company in 91, and been going ever since. We've made one or two moves in locations, but basically, and tried to keep the company small enough to where we could keep good control of the quality of the product that we're putting out.
Yes, sir. Now, I know you're a huge supporter of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. You've had 3 different Sulphur Springs Wildcats yourself, including Gage, who's a big member of the golf team.
Yeah, absolutely. My daughter, who played high school softball, and Whitney Gideon, and then Dustin Gideon, who was one of the major players on the golf team for 4 years. And now I've got a young one, freshman, Gage Gideon, who's playing football and golf. So.
Yes, sir. A lot of golf players in the family. I feel like Ryan is a big fan of that.
Well, he's been seeing me out there playing golf recently, and so the Gideons are much better than Ryan Humphreys at the game of golf, but I do have fun, and I love when I see David out there.
There's no doubt that Ryan has caught the bug.
Yeah, no question.
Well,
no question.
It's that I hate to say former, but the former college athlete. If you retire from either professional or college, I'm the one former college athlete that didn't get into golf. Apparently, love watching it, but I just cannot hit a golf ball. Well, I wish I could.
I think there's a lot of us that can't hit it, but we go out there every day with a new thought.
Right.
That maybe today's the day.
I'm doing the full cliche retired athlete thing with picking up golf. I'm broadcasting now. I mean, come on. I'm a walking cliche.
But I love that because you buy into every single thing you do. This is just you buying in again.
No, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. I think that first half went really well. It went well for the Wildcats. It went well for Chad's Media. And hopefully the second half is more of the same.
Hopefully it's going great for everyone hanging out with us and watching. Now, again, for everyone that's hoping to see the band and the Blue Blazes and everything, we will make sure that you get to see that. We will get out of the way. But, of course, we're hanging out. We're getting to hang out with David Gideon. It's a good time up here.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. And that's one of our favorite things about all of the people that make this broadcast possible is it's people from Sulphur Springs. Like you said, you've had 3 different kids that go here. I mean, that's how you know it's people that care. I mean, you're here regardless. You were going to be at this game either way. It's people that support.
I think I was here at one time. Not sure I can remember that far back, though.
You think so, though? You're pretty sure.
I think so.
Now, David, we're going to switch gears here from Wildcat talk, and you're sitting beside me as a fellow die-hard Bleeding Orange Longhorn fan. Talk to me about what your expectations are for the Texas Longhorns this season.
What a change. New coaching staff. A lot of good talent has come in. The portal has changed the way college football
Yes,
is.
sir.
It's free agency
is turning
now.
Right. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Free agency.
But my expectations are high, as any Longhorn fan would be.
Right.
About to say it's
Right.
a lot like Cowboy fans. We're
Oh,
all
okay.
excited.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of us just happen, not me, but some of y'all just happen to be both Longhorn and Cowboy fans.
No, I think the Longhorns, I think that they're going to be good this year. I think the Big 12 as a whole is down. And anytime you can get a high-profile recruit like Quinn Ewers, I mean, you got to be positive about that. And Bijan Robinson, one of the better players in college football. So I expect at least the Texas Longhorn offense to be very, very good.
Wait, can I butt in real quick and ask y'all? You mentioned
Always.
Ewers. How do y'all feel about Arch Manning? Obviously, he's not there yet, but the idea that he's going to go to Texas.
I'll tell you, yeah, go ahead, David. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say that there's definitely going to be a quarterback issue, but it's a good issue.
Right.
Well, and that's a good problem to have. But what I will add to that is, Arch Manning, a guy that is going to be the most prepared high school kid coming into college that you could possibly have. And that's just due to his background, his dad, his uncle, both uncles actually, his grandpa. And I'm thinking that a big part of his decision to come to Texas is because they had a guy like Quinn Ewers. Manning is not going to feel pressure to play as a true freshman, as a first year at a high school kid. And that year of growth for a college athlete at a major college football program like Texas, that's going to be huge. And that's
Yes.
So Quinn plays quarterback this year. Quinn plays quarterback next year. Manning plays his second year in college. Man, he's going to be a man at that point. I mean, Tyler, we've talked about just the growth that it takes to be a college football player.
Yes, and the fact that too that it seems like that Manning is wanting to make his own way, in the college and not follow behind, his brother. I mean, his
No doubt.
family.
No
doubt. That's the part I really liked about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are about to get started with the Blue Blazes and the band and everything. They put on an amazing halftime show, so I think we're going to make sure y'all are able to hear that and everything. And y'all don't go anywhere. We will be right back while y'all are getting to watch an amazing halftime show.
Okay, where's the phone? Yeah, there we go. Hey, give me where your house is small. Yeah. Get a bigger phone. Hey, I don't know why. Hey, you got that phone away.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur Springs High School proudly presents the award-winning Blue Blazes as they strike up the band.
You can't get it. You know why? There's going to be a huge
Sergeants for this year are Jocelyn Arenas, Peyton Ball, Sarah Voss, and Gracie Williams. Officers for the 60th line of the Blue Blazes are Junior Lieutenants Carter Charlton, Jackie Monroe, Senior Lieutenants Emily James, and Sally Scrappy. Co-Captain Jocelyn Jimenez, and your Captain Olivia Ward. The Blazers would like to recognize their Spirit Girl of the Week, Trinity Martin. And their outstanding plays of the week, Sailor Sawyer. The Blazers like to thank their Spotlight Teacher of the Week, Dr. Philip Dick, and would also like to give a special shout out to their new and always encouraging and supporting principal, Mr. Josh Williams. The Blazers are under the direction of Meredith Dial and Assistant Director Shane Caldwell. The Blazers would like to highlight their sponsors for the week: Will J's Body Shop, Pair Littleton State Farm, Ryan and Madison Law Firm, Circle Lee Western Store, and Clary on Blunt. The Blazers couldn't say thank you enough for the community support. And now, the Blazers will be performing a rock and palm routine to We Rock. Sulphur Springs High School Blazers. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. You know what to say. Say it with me now. Man, oh man, that Wildcat Band. The band is being led onto a field by senior drum major Catherine De La Rosa and juniors Catherine Sargent, Jeremy Resendez, and Lauren Menard.
I owe you for that run.
The Wildcat Band would like to recognize this week's section of the week and Spirit Stick recipient, Euphoniums. And this week's band members of the week are JC Aldridge and Marcos Ramirez. Tonight, the Wildcat Band invites you to come fly with us as we begin another exciting season.
Dragons have held a place. They shake the ground and scorch the earth. But perhaps what is most shocking, the most awe-inspiring, is their ability in flight. our preconceived notions about them are wrong? What if we don't have to be afraid? What if we could fly with them?
Steve Proctor, Connor Dawes, and Piper Cotton. Tonight's soloist was Catherine Starzik. The band would like to thank our Whole Note Rebel sponsors, Alliance Bank, Catacomb Incorporated, Method Energy Equipment, and Berger. Your support is extremely appreciated.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call. Stop by or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
My name is Mitchell Vaughn. I'm from Greenville, Texas. I'm a military veteran. I served from 1965 through 1968. Tour in Korea. Last year I was a victim of a hit and run. I was transported to the hospital and have had to go through treatment. The medical bills started piling up. I reached out to Roper and White because of their compassionate reputation. They understand the human aspect of all of this, and it's not just a case to them. Roper and White were able to recoup all expenses. I am so grateful I chose Roper and White.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to get this second half started. Wildcats lead 12-0. Like I said, looking for that win in season opener for the first time since 2018. Now we have a pretty big question mark. I think everyone, would like an answer to. But luckily for us, we have Rusty Harden here with us, and Rusty was down there on the sideline. Rusty, what you got for us on Brady Driver?
Well, I was down there rubbing shoulders with Brady's dad, Derek. So I got a little information from him. Brady's been sick really all week long. And I did not know that because I thought maybe that was a hit that sent him out, but it really wasn't a hit. But he had a hard time breathing is what he said. He wanted to go back in. Coach Carroll, the trainer, didn't let him go back in, but I asked Coach Carroll at half if he's going back in. She said he should be ready to go. I asked him if he's going back in. He said, you know it. So he's ready to roll.
Now, again, before we get started for the second half, very quickly, want to say here in Sulphur Springs, here in Hopkins County, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. Now, Rusty, before we get this kick, what else you got for us down there?
Well, I also asked Coach Page, any thoughts on his defense that first half. They had a great first half. He said, man, I'm just proud of them. They're flying around the ball, making plays. I also asked Coach Faircloth after he talked to his kids at half, what was your message to them? He said, man, I just told them to keep it going. So hopefully the Wildcats can keep it going the second half.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what they need to do. Defense, keep playing like that. Keep going.
Always got a seam.
Wow, what
Sorry
a great
to jump in right there, Tyler, but I told you, special teams gets me excited. First return of the year for the Wildcats. That's what happens when you don't give up points.
Don't ever apologize for that's perfect time to jump in. All the way up to, what is that, like the 38? Yeah, I believe the 37, 38. But no, I agree. Like you said, with the defense and everyone just continuing to do exactly what they've done. And Brady Driver is back out there, as you mentioned.
Good to see him.
Now, of course, Matt Mitchell out there back in his usual role.
Tyler always liked to score with the first possession of each half. Such a tone setter. We're lucky we didn't get a penalty there when we're all set at receiver.
Granted, the end result wasn't a ton better than what a penalty would have been.
That's one of the first negative runs of the night from Malachi. It looks like, he's been able to get at least 2 or 3 on each carry.
Yeah, I agree. And a lot of that is, breaking tackles. And he's great not only at the breaking tackles, but finding his hole and everything. I just don't know if there was much, for him to do there.
One more thought about Brady. I'm curious to see the way he's feeling if they're going to run him very much the second half.
Yes, sir. That's
a great point. And unfortunately, that was a lot of the offensive success came from him running. So we're hoping that he can run.
Pass to Chad. Now, again, Brady's trying to make something happen. Unfortunately,
kind of
unable
an awkward
to do
hit
so.
there.
So, through the first 2 plays of this drive, not exactly what you were looking for to open the second half.
Not the start we were looking for. Yep, that's okay.
It is going to be 3rd and long. Clock rolling here. Of course, you've had so many 3-and-outs of your own. I believe this would be the first time they've been 3-and-outed. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I believe that's correct.
Is that right?
You know what?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to go back.
We need the official Chad's Media stat checker on that one.
The amazing thing about this being on YouTube is
we can go back and watch it. There you go.
3rd and 15 from the 32.
Brady
with a deep pass. Unfortunately, to Skylar Lewis, who was unable to get there.
Really a good ball, just unable to get there. I like the shot, but 3-and-out for the Wildcats. Indians are going to have pretty decent field position.
Yeah, now we'll see how this punt goes, of course, but that's the first time we've really got to see Brady air it out.
Yeah, no doubt. Offensive lineman blocks well there, but unable to convert.
Is Brady going to do the punting here?
He's also the punter.
It looks so.
So I'd heard up to this point, a lot of the time, Yuri Santa Cruz, who's also the kicker, had been doing a lot of the punting. We saw him punt during the scrimmages and everything.
We saw defensive lineman Nick Cantillo taking on some punting duties as well.
We did. And the punt is...
A little high, a little wobbly.
Yeah. Over off onto the sideline.
We'll see where they're going to mark that.
Coach is trying to get it marked.
Ooh,
I would not.
Man.
All right. I would not have thought it was going to be marked that high. But.
Not great. That's going to be ball at the 44, it looks like.
Yeah, right at the
43. Yep, yeah. 43. Not a great punt. That's going to be pretty solid starting field position for the Indians.
I mean, this is Jacksonville's best field position that they've had. And I don't mean to start a drive. I mean, this is about as far as they've gone tonight.
Yeah. 11-yard punt. That will do it.
It will.
That will do it.
Now, Ryan McCown back at the quarterback position, obviously.
You got to figure they're going to get it to McQuinn a lot more here.
McCown keeping it himself to start the drive. And he does get a nice little pickup there on first down. Going to make it second and very short. Probably
Man, I hate how fast they got down here. The punt hurt. Now they're second and 1, probably going to convert this first down.
Of course, we have seen the defense, get
I tell you what, Tyler, I do not see McQuinn out there.
Yeah. That's a great point.
I do not see him.
Keeping it on the ground again, and again, good things happen. They get all the way up to the 25, get the first down and some.
It looks like as far as the highlighted players go, it looks like Jermaine Taylor is the only receiver for the Jacksonville Indians out there at the moment.
Because I'm not seeing Kennedy either.
No, Kennedy's been pretty quiet tonight.
He has been. Another good run, though.
It is a good run. No arm tackles. Can't arm tackle.
Great run. Gain of 15 yards on the play.
Come on, Wildcats. Looks we kind of came out of the little lackadaisical in that second half.
It goes back to your key, man.
Yeah, no, you got to
stay level.
You got to stay level. There's going to be ups and downs.
Yeah, of course, after 3 and outing on offense, this is not necessarily what you wanted, but your offense is regrouping over here. Hopefully, your defense can, hold it to 3 or something like that, and the offense goes back out there and gets to work. First and goal.
They are going to mark. They're going to mark it first and goal. It is a full 10. So.
Of course, now it'll be second.
Second and goal. Yeah. That's a tough spot to be because if you're 1 yard back, you actually can get to the 1 and convert a first down. That's
literally the last place
schematically
you would like to,
it helps out as for an offensive coordinator, but really first goal from the 10 is not the spot you want to be actually, but
I was gonna say it's the worst it could be for first and goal, but that's not true. You could have gotten a penalty, I suppose, but McCown keeping it himself again.
Great tackle.
It was a great tackle.
I thought when he bounced it outside there, he was going to walk in.
That's Cameron Jefferson on the tackle, by the way.
The angle that I have looking at it looked like he might be able to get in for 6, but great tackle by the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was about to get that tackle, but Cameron Jefferson did a great job of closing in, making that tackle there.
So we've got third and 8 here. Is it 4 down territory, Tyler?
I would think so. A field goal helps, sure.
If they don't get any, I bet they kick it 4th and 8.
Yeah, 4th and 8 would be tough.
I don't know, though. You kick it, you're still down 2 possessions, be a 9-point game.
Right.
You're going to throw it here.
The ball is on the ground, but they're calling that out.
They're going to give him a catch.
And that was Kennedy, by the way. We had just said that he had been pretty quiet offensively. You go for it now.
No, you definitely go for it now. Absolutely. I'm handing it to the big bruiser.
I agree.
Jaden Boyd here. You could go QB sneak out of the shotgun like we've seen from both sides tonight. McCown and Brady Driver have both run that pretty well, but I'm giving it to the big back.
Man, a stop would be huge for the Wildcats right here. They're saying that is on the 2. Stop would be huge.
Oh, Ryan. The Wildcats come up. Oh, they come up big.
Ryan.
Oh, Tyler. Massive stop by the Wildcat defense.
We said a stop would be huge, and it was.
Oh, buddy. They gave it to Jaden Boyd right on cue, but the Wildcat D-line comes up big for the stop.
That is a stop for your hometown Sulphur Springs Wildcats. I want to tell you about some other hometown people here. D&B Loans is your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street. Gilmer Street. D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. As we mentioned, owned by Jennifer Clark, Wiley Roten. I know they're cheering on grandson Matthew Clark. And, of course, granddaughter Kylie Clark as well.
Now, Tyler, only one pass play on that whole drive for Jacksonville. Yeah. Coming into tonight, I expected a little more airtime for the Indians.
I did too.
McCown at quarterback, some D1 talent on the outside.
Right.
But they're running the ball. And they ran the ball well there.
And they ran it well.
They ran it well there. That was a good drive, couple first downs. But, if it doesn't end in points, it really doesn't matter.
And speaking of running it well, Brady does a good job there just to get away from the end zone.
Positive yards. Make the easy play.
It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 5.
Kind of in that Bulls package, it looks like.
Yeah.
Two B-backs, 2 tight ends, whatever you want to call it, extra offensive linemen. Brady's been keeping this one all night. I wouldn't be surprised if you hand it to Malachi. Yeah. He is going to keep it. Not much cooking there.
I do just like the idea of, just trying to get away from the end zone. But, now you're going to be 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5.
In college, we always, if we were scrimmaging, our first live set was in our own end zone coming out. And the whole goal was to get 1 first down. Because if you could get 1 first down, the idea is that you can at least punt the ball to the 50-yard line. High school, a little different, punters, whatever. But that was the idea, is to at least move the chains once.
No, and I like that idea. Like you said, picking up at least 1 first down would help a ton. Obviously, you could keep the drive going, but just in terms of if it doesn't.
Just in terms of field position, it makes a big difference.
Man, this third quarter's flying by. Already 6:45 here in the third. Of course, they get to Malachi very quickly.
Big tackle there for Jacksonville.
So whoever does the punting here will be in a tough position.
It always makes me nervous as, snapping into your own end zone.
Right.
There's plenty of horror stories on the special team side of things from a long snapper's point of view, punter point of view. Now, I would trust my quarterback handling the snap on a punt more than most punters, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I agree with
Brady
that.
takes the snap every play.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I agree 1,000% with what you're saying there.
We need a longer punt than 11 yards for sure.
You do? He does get it off cleanly. It is pretty high again,
than 11,
but it is better.
Better than 11. Oh, hit him! It hit him.
It did.
That's going to be Wildcat ball.
I think it is going to be Wildcats ball, Ryan. Let's wait and see what the call is.
That's Wildcat ball.
It's Wildcat ball. That is huge,
and the special teams.
For anyone that doesn't understand what just happened, break it down for us.
Yeah, so right there, I talked about earlier, the high punts that are fluttering. It's not a good returnable ball. You want to get out of the way if you're the return team. Instead, it bounces, hits the return team's blocker. Live ball for the Wildcats. They recover. It's going to be Wildcats ball on around the 35-yard line.
And the refs
They
disagree.
have changed. Okay, I don't know.
The refs have changed the call. It is going to be Jacksonville ball. It is going to be
I got so excited right there, Tyler. I didn't mean to yell.
I did too. Yeah. Again, we want to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight during this live stream. Some other people that you can check out live streams of is the Way Bible Church. They want to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45, which is where you can catch that live stream I was mentioning. Catch it on their website or Facebook and YouTube. Come find a place to belong at the Way Bible Church. Ryan, I thought the Wildcats had found a creative way to get the ball back. But
boy, that would have been massive.
To have gotten the stop down here and then to have gotten the ball back would have been a huge third quarter.
The old 26-yard punt calls a fumble recovery for first down. Would have been nice. Oh, buddy.
That is Braden Morris.
That's one that I would classify as an easy play. You want to come down with that, but great play nonetheless. We've been in the backfield all night, troubling McCown.
Yeah, I thought we were about to see our first sack of the night.
We don't have a sack tonight. That's surprising to me. Like I said, I feel like we've been in the backfield quite a bit. It seems like McCown is throwing under duress pretty often tonight, actually.
Yeah. Again, want to highlight Braden Morris, who did do a good job of at least, getting the deflection and everything. It's going to stay 2nd and 10 from the 34.
I'm thinking that completion percentage is not great tonight for Jacksonville.
Of course, there is a completion.
As a completion. Big hit by Riley Hammonds there to stop the.
It's going to take a few Wildcats, but they do eventually
really
bring
they
them
might
down.
mark it right there because typically, if you continue your forward progress, they'll mark it back.
Right.
We'll see how they do it.
Yeah, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah. So forward progress only counts if you don't reestablish yourself. I don't know what. No, they gave it to him.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
I disagree, but.
See, I would have thought that was going to be a loss of yards, but like you said, they obviously did give it to him. It's going to be third and 9. From the 33, there is exactly 5 minutes left in the third quarter. We mentioned this third quarter is flying by.
Still no McKinn, Tyler.
Yeah, you're right.
Good pocket there. Good ball over the middle. That's going to be a first down.
As soon as you mentioned the completion percentage.
I know it. My fault.
That is not on you. That's the announcer's curse, man. As a fan, we always say, like, when they're going to kick a field goal, he hasn't missed. He's made his last 27 field goals. And as fans, we say, why would you say that?
They're great at that.
We're now that people.
Yeah.
We are now that people. Why would you say that?
Hand off to the big bruiser. We really kept him in check for the most part. He had one long reception, but it got called back on an illegal blindside block. But I feel like we're handling him pretty well.
I agree. Of course, he is definitely looked good in moments, but it's going to be second and long from the 14. So they're getting close to being – you've had them, if I'm not mistaken, in the red zone. Have they been in there twice without a point? For sure the once, obviously, a minute ago. But I thought, if not, they've gotten close. They've gotten in like 25, 30
Yeah, I think that was their first trip to the red zone, if I'm not mistaken. But
well, maybe you'll be able to do it again here. There you go.
There we go. First sack of the night.
That was big.
Kind of a whole group of Wildcats there.
I was about to try to identify who it was. Braden Morris may have been the one, but it was a handful of Wildcats.
We're going to give it to Braden Morris.
Yeah, let's give it to him.
But that was a lot of action in on that one.
So that's going to be 3rd and 13. 3:40 left here in the third. And again, if you could get them in the red zone, and if you could get 2 red zone stops here in this quarter, that would be huge.
Tyler, this quarter is flying.
It's flying.
3 minutes left in this third quarter. They're going to need some yards if they want to have a chance to go for it on 4th.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy. That was a dangerous ball by McCown there.
It was.
Dangerous ball. You don't ever want to be rolling out and then throw it across your body in the air, nonetheless, over the middle.
Right, and I believe that was Jaden Nelson, senior Jaden Nelson. Well, I guess would that be classified as a deflection? I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, maybe a pass breakup.
Yeah.
Depends what stat you're looking at. So we're going to bring on the kicking team here, it looks like.
Ryan, this is your time to shine.
Yeah.
Hit us with it. What's happening?
Okay, Tyler, we've got a
18
plus 17. That's going to be
it's going to be 30
45 yarder.
45.
Yeah. Way short.
Way short. Yep.
Way short.
So the Jacksonville rather, has been in the red zone twice now, and the Wildcats have been able to get a stop. We are loving that. I'm sure the fans are loving that, and I know the good people at Alliance Bank are loving that. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Go ahead, stop by, see them on the square, or use any of their one mini convenient drive-through services. On any given day, you might see me at either of those. Whichever drive-through I'm closest to at the moment is the one I use. You can also visit them at alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs.
So, Tyler, that was Jesus Nunez on the missed kick right there. We said it was a 45-yarder. It's actually a 35-yarder.
Yeah.
Tyler made me nervous there with the quick math.
Right as we went to do it, I meant to say, no, it's 30.
But very short kick on the 35-yard attempt. Brady Driver with the run there.
Nice little game there.
Again, clock's rolling. No points have been scored by Jacksonville. If we can go into the fourth quarter with them not having a point, then you get into a time game. If Sulphur Springs is able to punch it in again to go up by 3 possessions, it's going to make this one tough.
Ryan, you are officially 15 minutes away from a shutout by all 4 Sulphur Springs teams this week. Let's see if they can hold on for 15 more minutes. You're hoping to have the ball for as many of those 15 as possible. Malachi Rowland, once again, never going down easy. It's going to make about 3rd and 2, I believe.
3rd and 2.
And again, when you give the ball to Malachi, he's always capable of breaking off that huge run, but of course he tends to at least always pick up yards. I think you let this play clock roll for a lot of the plays if it's me.
Yeah, again, you want it to you want this to get into a time battle.
Yep.
Is that going to be enough for the first, Tyler? It's going to be close.
It's not. It's going to be really close.
I feel like they've had a lot of decisions tonight.
They have. It is a first down, by the way.
Big first down right there for the Wildcats. Full play clock, new set of downs. But yeah, I feel like they've really teetered on, hey, do we go for it here? Do we not go for it here? They've had multiple opportunities of that tonight.
1st and 10 from the 30. 1:45 left in the third. It's really flying by. We keep saying that.
Motion out of the backfield. Quick ball to Malachi Rowland.
Ooh.
Positive gain.
Yeah.
Positive gain. Good tackle by the Jacksonville defender there.
It was. I really like getting him the ball in that way because I think that's a great way of getting him on the outside with a chance to, get down that sideline.
Well, you want him to get width. That's a longer trek for the defender to he's got to navigate through his own people and blockers. And so, Malachi being a smaller, quick scat back, east and west is good for him. There's a lot of guys that just need to go north and south, but Malachi's an east and west guy, as I would call it.
And another quick pass. This one out to Matt Mitchell. Matt with the first down and some. All the way past the 50 for Matthew Mitchell.
Matt Mitchell, obviously a north and south guy right there. He caught that thing and got up the field quickly just like he should. First down, big gain for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. Like you said, definitely a north and south guy. And that is all the way, to the 47. Less than 1 minute left here in the third. And if you're the Wildcats, you got to feel good about where you're at. You've got a 2-possession lead. The clock is rolling.
Well, I like that I'm going to have the ball going into the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely. Being wrapped up pretty quickly there is Malachi, and that should
put us. Yeah, I wouldn't run another play.
I would not.
Let's go to the fourth. Let's go to the fourth.
I 100%.
Man, you gotta feel good being up 12-0 heading to the fourth quarter with the ball.
I agree. And again, I would think that is going to do it for the third quarter. The players starting to come off the field a little bit. So we're going to enter the fourth quarter. I keep saying it, but the Wildcats looking for their first win on opening night since 2018. Last time they did that in 2018, they also went to the playoffs. That was the last time they made the playoffs as well. They're going into it in good shape with a 12-0 lead. I want to tell y'all more about our good friends over at Mayo Appliance Services. Mayo Appliance Services providing service calls, diagnostics, and repair for all home appliances with fast, affordable, and reliable service guaranteed. Located in Sulphur Springs, Mayo Appliance Services provide in-home service to all surrounding areas for repair of dishwashers and dryers, stovetops and ovens, refrigerators and ice makers, dishwashers, you name it. For more information, call 903-951-4500 or visit mayoapplianceservices.com to see how they can help you today. Also, Ryan, I got to tell you, I made the bad joke earlier that we're all hungry for a win. I was starving earlier. We finally got some food, but we're all still hungry for a win. And for anyone watching on their couch that's just hungry in general, go ahead, get some delivery from our good friends at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there is something for everyone. Said delivery and catering is available for all of you hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. They look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats.
Tyler, this is not ad talk, but I actually had Chick-fil-A for lunch today.
Did you really?
I did.
Look at you.
2nd and 10. Need some positive yards here. Let's keep this drive going as long as possible.
Brady's got
All
Cooper.
over the middle.
Cooper Faircloth for
First
the second
down.
time tonight, I believe, with a first down reception. At least second. It could be 3, but Cooper, like we said, always finds a way to get open, and he always makes that catch. He had dropped a few during the scrimmage, and I think we all agreed, we even said on air, we don't expect to see that during the regular season.
Good over the middle guy. I'm telling you, he runs good routes. He's got good hands, and that's just a good, trustworthy receiver to have over the middle.
Absolutely.
Tyler, I think it's time that we get Skylar Lewis involved.
I do too.
Your favorite sophomore. I'm putting in the call here.
Speaking of.
Oh, wow. If that's not, come on.
You really are our Tony Romo. That was good.
Come on, that was pretty good. Skylar Lewis, 4-yard catch.
Now keep doing it. Keep
I
saying
well,
more things.
Am I calling the plays right now?
Yes. You are. You might be the OC.
All right.
OC Ryan Humphreys.
We'll see how many in a row I can get right here. I think we're going to get a Malachi Rowland handoff. Again, it's important that we score here because you want to go up by 3 possessions, but this is a time game. I mean, at some point, Jacksonville, they're frantic. They're not getting to call what they want to call. Oh, buddy. Hey, I said a handoff to Malachi, but a design, kind of angle route by the running back.
I say it counts.
I think it counts.
I say it counts. That's 2 for 2.
Man.
You're killing it, man.
That was...
At this point, I'm just sitting back watching and having fun. I'm like, damn, he's on a roll.
That was, man.
He's doing a very good job.
That was a touchdown if we can complete that one.
Agreed.
Great route by Malachi.
That's going to make it 3rd and 7 from the 32. 10:50 left. Ryan, you were...
That's one of those that you really want back.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's one that you want back. That was Ryan Young-ish. Bad snap. Wait, golly.
Able to at least just fall on it.
Yeah,
that could have been much, much worse.
Looked like the offensive lineman kind of got rolled up there.
It does. And we're going to... Before we go anywhere, I just want to say very quickly, want to hear some words. Our good friends at Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service. It's locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Give them a call at 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. And real quick, want to hear some words from Hooten's Hardware in Emory. They feature name brands that you know and love like Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Company, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit them on
My name is Mitchell Vaughn. I'm from Greenville, Texas. I'm a military veteran. I served from 1965 through 1968. Tour in Korea. Last year I was a victim of a hit and run. I was transported to the hospital and have had to go through treatment. The medical bills started piling up. I reached out to Roper & White because of their compassionate reputation. They understand the human aspect of all of this, and it's not just a case to them. Roper & White were able to recoup all expenses. I am so grateful I chose Roper & White.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
It's back to school time and it's about to get super busy. Are you tired and stressed? Do you need to get into a healthier routine? Let me help you. The FitWit meal planning program helps give your body the fuel it needs to live a healthier life during these busy times while helping achieve fitness goals and save money. It also fixes the confusion of, what should I eat? Let me help you find that better, healthier routine and to start feeling good about yourself so you can focus on what matters most. Follow FitWit on Facebook and Instagram and message me today to begin your journey.
And we are back here at Gerald Prim Stadium. It's a timeout on the field. I believe it may have been we will make sure that I'm not lying to you. I believe that it is a charged timeout for the Wildcats. Want to hear some more words from our friends at Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying. They're a family-owned and operated business that provides year-round custom agricultural spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Ryan, I told you earlier, but owned by Rodney Easley. He is the father of Trent Easley, one of the coaches for your Wildcats. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything that your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give Rodney a call at 214-837-2206. Now we are back. It is 4th and 8 from the 32. There's 10 minutes and 31 seconds left. Your Wildcats lead 12-0.
Tough injury there for Jeff Stevenson. Looked like he kind of got rolled up. The running back on the fumble just came up behind him. That's tough for those big boys.
It is.
Being backwards for sure.
Obviously hoping for the very best for him. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Brady got the pass off, but it was an incomplete pass.
Great play by Kennedy there.
And what I told you, man, that's a little kind of a honey badger type play. It's 4th and 8. You need
no
a
doubt.
stop. You get the stop.
Big stop by Jacksonville there. They really put themselves in a position to make this thing a ball game.
Now, if I'm Jacksonville, obviously I don't feel great about what I've done on offense tonight, but 10 minutes left. I need 2 scores. I do have the ball. I mean, I feel kind of good about the position that I'm in. It's not out of my control yet.
Absolutely not. And I talk about it being a time game. We are not to that point yet. 10 minutes and 28 seconds is more than enough time to score 12 points. Now, having said that, it's not like we've just moved the ball at will for Jacksonville. Hey, it looks like we're going to get McQuinn back out there. This is the first drive in the second half that he has played. We'll keep an eye on that, see if he's walking gingerly or not.
They do fake to him.
Oh, buddy. I'm guessing that was a receiver miscommunication. I'm thinking that was fake the bubble. You've got the wheel up the sideline. Receiver had other plans, but that could have been a big play for Jacksonville.
It could have. Now we did have Ty Bybee. He was coming in, sophomore.
Ty Bybee, yep.
Now I do think had the catch been made, he very well could have been there to make the stop. Very well, maybe even break up the pass or something. But like you said, that could have been a big play. Had Tremaine Taylor known it was coming to him.
Man, they're trying to throw it more. They have not been as successful through the air as I thought they could be.
Of course, now McCown.
He's way across the line of scrimmage.
He is way across the line, yeah.
Good run by McCown. I thought we were going to get an illegal forward pass because he was a good 2 or 3 yards past that line of scrimmage.
You asked me something earlier about an over/under of half. Do you want to place an over/under half illegal forward passes we see this season?
This season?
Yeah. Do you think we'll see 1 or more, or less?
Man.
Do you think we see?
I'll go
right?
less.
Yeah,
I'll go less. Illegal forward passes, you don't see that much.
For funsies, I'll take the over.
That's funny.
And it's a good stop by the Wildcats defense, but there is
that's going to be
2 flags.
It's either going to be a face mask or holding on the offense, just judging by where that's at.
You obviously hope it's not the face mask because that
Right.
would have been a big stop.
Right. Just where it's at, though, it's got to be holding or a face mask. Up in the press box on that far side, it's a little hard to see, but
of course we do have a great view of the action here tonight.
There you go, face mask.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So face mask, Tyler, going to extend the drive, get a new set of downs. Man.
Would like to point out that Jacksonville has been in the Wildcats territory 3 or 4 different times tonight. Still no points on the board.
Still no points. That's a good point, Tyler.
That clock is running. It's at 9:55. Sulphur Springs needs to hold on for a little under 10 minutes.
Man, McQuinn is out again.
He is.
Something's wrong there.
McCown once again making something happen with his feet, though. He picks up another 4 or 5. He is not bad when he has to roll out of the pocket, man.
No question. Now, I would say that something that I was worried about tonight was him getting outside the pocket and finding some of these talented receivers down the field. I don't think we've seen any of that tonight. No. And so good job. And I said that I thought that limiting the explosive plays was going to be a big thing for the defense tonight, and that's just what we've done. But we'll see here. 2nd and about 7.
See what McCown does this time. He does let it deep this
ball.
time. There's
He's
Kennedy.
wide open,
Kennedy's got it, and it's a touchdown for the Lamar University commit. It was a shutout this far. 9 minutes, 33 seconds left in this game, and it is now a 1-possession game, Ryan.
And just like that, Tyler, the Indians are back in business. 9:33 left in this one. I talked about it being a time game. We are way past that at this point. It's a 1-score ball game. They're going to kick this one. Probably going to make it about a 12-7 game.
Of course, both of Sulphur Springs' kicks have been blocked so far, so you never know.
Well, the good news about that is, there's not good news that we've had 2 kicks blocked.
It's a
That's
bad
going to be another
snap,
one
and
blocked.
it is blocked.
Big block. You
It
can
is
return
blocked,
it. You can
Ryan.
return it. You can return it.
Riley Hammonds does
You can
have
return
it.
it. That's
He's
going to be 2
down the
points.
sideline. Riley Hammonds.
Massive. There goes your 2 extra
Oh,
points.
no. We've got the flags. Oh.
There
Riley
goes
Hammonds.
your 2 extra points, Tyler.
There's your 2 extra points. We almost had a What was the play? Stanford, where the band was on the field, UCLA? We almost had that.
The band's on the field.
Did you not see them? They were all the way in the end zone.
Tyler, there goes the 2 extra points.
Because they were on the field?
No, excuse me. I'm saying we've missed 2 extra points.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We just got them back.
Yeah, there are your 2 extra points.
Now, Tyler, the significance in what just happened right there is now we are only a field goal away from making this a 2-possession game. That is a massive move right there. What did I say, Tyler? Special teams. It changes it, man. I'm telling you.
You're right.
You've got 3 missed extra points tonight.
Riley
and
Hammond's
now you have a return block kick. Heads up play by Riley Hammond.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of times you'll see guys, they'll recover that and then almost kind of treat it like the play's dead.
Right.
But it's a live ball if the defense recovers it.
You know, it's funny because when something like that happens, we make such a big deal of, like, you have to know the play, and I'm glad we're doing so, but you got to give credit to the guys who do understand, you know what I mean, and make that heads-up play like you're mentioning.
No question. I mean, it's got to be an instinct thing, and Riley Hammond's, he's looking to make a play right there. The beauty of that one is there's not much that can happen that goes against Sulphur Springs. If he bobbles that or whatever,
right.
It's not like they can't advance it once it's crossed the line of scrimmage.
Man, that was huge.
Humongous play.
That makes it 14-6. 9:33 left, and of course you get the ball.
Well, it went from 12 to 7.
Went to 14
to 14 to 6, which is a big difference because a field goal with 12 to 7, it's still a one possession ball game, be up by 8 points. But now, if you can just kick a field goal, and not that we've had great success kicking tonight, but if you can just get a field goal, it's back to a 2-possession game, and we're running out of time.
Jacksonville might be in for something interesting here on the kick.
Yeah, we're going to get a pooch or an onside here.
It is the pooch. That is Cooper over there to fair catch it. Now, I halfway think he was put in that position in case of a pooch, because usually I think he would be back as a returner.
Yeah, no, that's a great move there. You want to put a sure hand guy there. It's not about the return. It's about knowing that we have the ball next.
100%. You get your fair catch. Just make sure you have the ball, and you do, in fact, have the ball. Very quickly, I want to tell you about some huge supporters of the Wildcats, and that is Jay Hodge, who is located on Wildcat Way. It's the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. A Mark of Excellence Award winner, Jay Hodge Chevrolet has also won awards for Best Automotive Dealership and Best Auto Repair Shop. Don't overpay. Go CJ. It's Wildcats starting this drive on the 27 with a 14-6 lead and 9:30 to work with. And there's a
run clock run.
Yes, sir. I 1,000% agree with that sentiment. Forgot to tell y'all can call J. Hodge Chevrolet at 903-307-2077. 9 minutes left, Ryan. You have an 8-point lead.
I'm telling you, the 2-point conversion there might be the difference in this ball game.
It very well might be. Like you said, now you're up by 8.
They have to score a touchdown.
Right.
Not only score a touchdown, they have to convert a 2-point play. I mean, that's big time.
That is huge.
Be smart with it, Brady. Get out. That's fine.
And that was huge by Brady to be smart with it.
Man, Brady's limping, man. He's put some tape on that right ankle, but he's being a warrior.
I was about to say that man is trooping through it.
Yeah, no question. Got to have him. 3rd and short here, Tyler. Big conversion coming up.
Go back to making your predictions. We seeing Malachi here, or what we seeing?
Yeah, we're going to go Malachi up the middle.
Still 20 seconds left on that play clock. Don't need to be in a huge hurry necessarily, but
Brady up the middle.
Keeping himself, getting the first down.
Big time, Brady.
All the way up to the 45.
Big time.
That is huge by Brady Driver. That man is trooping through it right now.
Man, you got, big emphasis here is holding on to the ball. Cannot turn the ball over here.
100%. You keep possession of the ball, keep the clock rolling. If you can do those two things, you're in good shape. Is it the first down on the 46?
I'm using up all the play clock I
Absolutely.
can too. I'm not packing it in here. I'm still trying to score points, but you can do both.
Right. There's a big difference in those things. I feel
absolutely.
Yeah, you can do both.
No, I can call my offense. If I want to throw the ball, we can throw the ball, but I don't have any problem with using a lot of the play clock.
Right.
Just fall on it. Fall on it.
Got to.
Yep.
After a weird snap, that could have went way worse than that, so don't feel too bad. Of course, now it's going to be 2nd and 12, but like you said, that could have went way worse for sure. Clock still rolling, though. You're down to 7:50. just got to hang on for 7 minutes and 50 seconds, Ryan.
Again, that's why that last first down was big. Even if they're having to punt on this set of downs, they were able to extend it and probably by the end of this get about 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, at least. And that's if you, like you said, I mean, you could pick up another first down, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking worst case scenario there, hopefully.
A lot of room in the slot there, Tyler.
Looking for Skylar
Go
Lewis.
Deep. Oh, man. Golly. Tough play. Tough play.
It is a tough play.
I like giving him up. I like giving him a chance there. Let your playmakers go up and get it. Wasn't able to come down. So 7:24 on the clock, Tyler.
Going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. I'm okay with running the ball here and getting a fresh 40 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, at this point, I think that might be the priority. Like you said, it's very much a battle of the clock. And even from here, you never know. Malachi could always break something off. By handing it off, you're not necessarily giving up,
Absolutely not.
on the idea of a first down by any means.
Again, you can be clock advantageous with still calling your offense.
They are going for the pass. He's got Cooper Faircloth. Cooper Faircloth
he stays
not
up.
only holds on to the ball, he picks up the first down, Ryan.
Absolutely
Cooper Faircloth, for the
massive
3rd
play.
or 4th time tonight, comes through when you need him to get that first down.
Man, just that 10 or 15-yard hook. That's about the 3rd time that Cooper Faircloth has done that. Brady Driver obviously really trusts him over the middle, like I've mentioned. And that is a huge first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah,
huge.
That's gigantic. That's awesome. Up to the 43. There's now less than 7 minutes on the clock. Obviously, 1st and 10.
Wouldn't mind a run here.
No. They're
Another
filling
quick
it.
throw.
Out to Cooper again, just not quite able to get his hands on it. Yeah, I would have thought you go, but of course, if you feel like you've got a hot hand, you've got some momentum going, you just hit Cooper. Like, I don't, mind that call by any means, but now I feel like on 2nd and 10, you do go to the handoff. Just try to make that 3rd down a little bit shorter, and more, even importantly than that, keep that clock rolling. You're at 6:48 right now. If you hand it off, you don't have to hand it off again until there's less than 6:10 on that clock.
Yeah, they've been able to hold Malachi a little better in check this half. But, man, he had such a massive first half. I mean, he scored both touchdowns. So
right.
he's a huge part of the reason that the Wildcats are in this position.
Matt Mitchell's got it again. And he's got a first down, Ryan.
Big time.
Up into the 27 or the 28.
That's big time, Tyler. Clock is still running, buddy.
Man, I want to point out what a good job Matthew Mitchell has done tonight. He had to go to quarterback when he was called upon it. He's been good in the pass game, good in the block game. He's doing it all.
Yeah, no, and you talked about him kind of being a gadget guy, and that's what he's been tonight. Man, he's converted multiple first downs tonight. Like you said, had to come in and catch some snaps at quarterback, and that goes a long way. Because you fumble one of those, that changes the game, and that's a big first down.
Yeah, to your point, that might be overlooked by some people that he came in, he didn't pass it, he only handed it off. He still made sure that clock was still driving, and I believe they scored on one of those drives.
Trust me, from someone that's done it plenty of times, catching snaps, not everybody wants to be back there because you're not actually, I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's a million things going through your mind, and the last thing you're thinking about is actually catching the ball. So big job for him tonight, being a gadget guy. So Malachi, no gain on that rush, but lots of time coming off the clock.
Yeah, we are under the 6-minute mark. Going back for another pass. Uh-oh.
Be smart.
Brady finding a way to get some room. He ends up getting yards on that play.
Oh, man. I think he tried to stay in bounds there so the clock would continue.
I do too.
But they are going to mark him out of bounds. I really do think he tried to get down.
No, I think so as well.
That'd be the smart thing to do. But 5:36 on the clock. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and to his credit, that was almost a sack. To the fact he gained yards is big. But, of course, keeping the clock rolling a little more important than the yards.
3rd and 7 is a lot easier to call for as an offensive coordinator than 3rd and 13. No question.
Absolutely. Clock at 5:36.
We're gonna call a timeout.
I don't mind a timeout there at all. I mean, figure out what you want to do here on 3rd and 7. Now you only have one left after this, but you will be up by at least 8 still, and you're playing defense.
Yeah, and I'm a big believer in trying to hold on to those timeouts for some clock management, end of game situations. But in a spot like this, 3rd and about 7, you want to call a play that you feel really comfortable about. And sometimes you need to talk it over in the huddle. And so this is a big spot here. If you can get a first down, get inside the 20-yard line, that would be massive for this drive.
Now, the thing you're talking about, which I think is the most important, most crucial part of this, you want to play that you are comfortable, you are confident with. Obviously, you and I don't know their playbook. We don't know how they feel about what play, but if Ryan Humphreys is the play caller on this play, what could we expect to see?
You know, Tyler, you just don't want to turn the ball over here. I don't know necessarily what the kicker's range is, but I would like to think that if you could get 4 to 5 yards here, you're probably kicking it, because like I said, with that 2-point conversion, if you are able to convert a field goal, it's a 2-possession game.
Right.
And so I'm okay with running the ball here, quick completion on the outside. I know that Cooper Faircloth is open right now. Now that outside linebacker is kind of shading his way, but that seems to be the reliable target at the moment.
Wouldn't be surprised at all to see him. It's Malachi Rowland, but the ball comes out. So
second time tonight that we've almost had that little running back angle route.
Yeah, both times.
I would think this is probably out of the kicker's range.
Dude, that real quick, you mentioned that angle route. Dude, those halfback angle routes, especially at this high school level, can be deadly.
Well, and you've got a linebacker covering a guy that's much faster than him. Right. Malachi is quicker and faster than whoever was covering him there. So, just that's one that they'll work on. They'll tomorrow they're going to be kicking themselves in the butt for not converting that, but on to the next play. It's 4th down. Looks like they're going to go for it, Tyler.
4th and 7 from the 25. There's 5:31 left.
Brady out wide.
He's got him.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Is that Jackson Hare?
Jackson Hare, his first varsity touchdown. And, Tyler, that is enormous.
Welcome to varsity, Jackson Hare. That is big. It is officially a 2-possession game, Ryan Humphreys.
Humongous play by Brady Driver to step in there and deliver the ball to Jackson Hare, the freshman. And Tyler, we've got a 20-6 ball game.
That freshman right there, he may have just been built for the Friday Night Lights, Ryan.
I mean, that's big time. Big time. Let's get the kick here.
Yep.
Let's get the kick, and we'll go over what we've got on the horizon, because that's huge.
It really is 20-6, even if you miss.
The freshman comes up huge. Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
And that one is good.
21-6, Tyler.
Yes, sir. 21-6. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left. You didn't get the shutout that you were looking for, but you've got a 15-point lead with 5.5 minutes left, Ryan. And you are up by more than they have scored tonight. So you've got to feel good about that.
Well, and again, it goes back to the 2-point conversion. Being up 15 points, they're going to have to try 2-point conversions themselves.
Right, exactly. I mean, you're down by 15.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you have to convert
to go for at least the first one, right? Yeah.
Well, you go, yeah,
Well, that's
so
tricky.
there's. It depends on how much time there is. A lot of coaches will tell you different.
I was about to say maybe the opposite.
Well, so the two ways to look at it is A, we don't go for 2, and it at least keeps the game alive. Or
right.
B, we do go for 2. That way we know exactly what has to happen before the clock runs out.
True.
I personally, I say we go for it now. Give myself as much time for as much time for whatever's going to happen next.
Right.
To figure out what we have to do next.
Yeah, to your point, you know exactly what you have to do.
Exactly. It's a tough call, though. I don't know that there's a wrong answer, but.
Yeah, I was about to say, there might not be a quote-unquote wrong answer, but Yuri Santa Cruz, who just made the extra point, ready for the kick. As we
Tyler
mentioned.
McQuinn, he must be out with some type of injury. He's not returning kicks either.
Yeah, we do see him on the sideline over there.
Yeah, so they're going to kick it away from number 3. I like the move there. Make the tackle. Big hit.
Yep.
Riley Hammonds.
None other.
Special teams monster tonight. I know that's at least 2 tackles on kickoff. And obviously the returned blocked kick.
And I don't know if you remember because it was a long time ago.
And an interception.
He also had an interception. Have yourself a night.
What a night. I'm having a hard. I mean, if we had to pick a player of the game, and we won't do that yet because this one's not over.
Right. Oh, by the way, dude, I've done an awful job. If they want to hear our players of the game, if they want to hear all of our thoughts on this, tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here.
That's right.
The same place for our Friday Night Lights Sulphur Springs Wildcats recap with myself, Tyler Lennon, and of course Ryan Humphreys.
I forgot about it too.
Yeah, that's 10 a.m. tomorrow.
I guess
right
I need
here.
to think about what I might say, as if we're not watching everything right now. Jacksonville, obviously, they're going to be in full pass mode. That's going to be. Well, he threw it across the line of scrimmage. I was going to say that was fairly close to intentional grounding. The ball's got to go. Yeah, Faircloth is griping that it was intentional grounding.
Yeah, he does not.
I think it wasn't. I think it got across the line of scrimmage, but.
I'm not going to lie, it hadn't even crossed my mind for a second. I was like, yeah, he just threw it away. And I'm always the first to look for intentional grounding.
Right. He was outside of the pocket, but you do have to throw it beyond the line of scrimmage.
Right.
That's what Faircloth was yelling about.
2nd and 10 from the 30, 5:14 left.
They're going to be in full pass mode is my guess.
That could have been a false start.
I feel like that's been happening a lot
it
tonight.
Has.
He's going to.
Oh. That is Matthew Clark, the grandson of Jennifer Clark and Wiley Roten over there at D&B Loans with a nice pass breakup.
3rd and 10. Tyler, man, I hate where they are field position-wise as far as going for it goes, but it's almost 4-down territory. That clock is starting to tick, buddy.
Ryan, I don't know if you're seeing the cheerleaders down there on the sideline, but they are feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Well, student section should be feeling it too. I mean, anytime.
They are, as what Will Smith may have said, getting jiggy with it.
I mean, Tyler, this will be the first win in a long time for Sulphur Springs, and that's big time.
In over a year.
Oh, and McQuinn back in there, going to be a first down. Huge play by the Indians to keep this drive alive.
I don't think we can put enough emphasis on their first win in almost 2 years.
Is that right?
Went 0-10 last year.
Wow.
So you're talking about almost 2 full years?
Yeah, because off-season. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, I mean, learning how to win is a lot that goes into winning. What does it take to finish out the fourth quarter? What goes into making the play?
And that's what you're getting to learn right now as McQuinn almost makes another big play. I think that's what these 4.5 minutes are for. Obviously, you do have to, win. But I think that's what this is for, learning how to win, learning how to hold on to your lead, not let teams back in games.
And Tyler, the touchdown to Jackson here was massive, but the biggest play of that drive, if you remember correctly, was Cooper Faircloth over the middle converting on the first down. He caught it. He really caught it before the first down. Maybe by
a couple yards.
Stayed up and bullied his way to a first down, and that kept the drive alive. That was the biggest play of that last drive.
Oh, that was huge. No doubt, that was huge.
Bit of a jail screen here. Good play by Jacksonville. That's going to be...
It was big, almost a first down, depending on where they mark it. It's going to be a little short, I would think, but...
Tyler, man, knock on wood here, but I don't think the fireworks are over.
They're not.
I think Jacksonville has got a little bit left in the tank.
Still 4:20 left in this game.
McQuinn's back in there. You've got Jermaine Taylor on the outside. They're going to run it with the big bruiser.
Ooh, that was a nice little spin.
It was a nice little spin.
Getting up to about the 40.
3:50 on the clock. Jacksonville does have the beauty of having all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're wanting to go quick, but you do have all 3 timeouts, like you mentioned. They are going to force Sulphur Springs to not only hand the ball off, but to do it efficiently. Count once again rolling.
Great pursuit by the Sulphur Springs defense. He's going to have to throw that away.
I believe that's Cameron Jefferson, who we saw make a great tackle earlier.
He's got some speed at the linebacker position.
Oh, I lied to you. That is Laren Vaughn. My apologies.
Some speed.
There's a flag on the play.
Got to be holding.
Yeah.
Rolling out to the right like that. Play's broken down. I'd almost guarantee that's holding.
One of those is almost like on a punt where you just automatically know, like, oh, well, that's a block in the back or a holding. Yeah.
Holding. Number 74 is offense. 3-yard penalty.
Tyler, penalties are one of those things that because I've watched so much football, I can almost close my eyes, look at where the flag is laying on the field.
Right.
And I can tell you what the penalty was.
Absolutely.
There's only so many things that can happen right there.
Well, see, that's how I, for most of my life, the way you can kind of decide is like, okay, where was that thrown at? If it's thrown here, yeah.
Tyler, demoralizing penalty right there. You've got first and 20.
And you were rolling. He's again rolling.
Over
Big
the
pass to
middle,
McQuinn.
and Riley Hammonds
with his second interception of the night. The man had 4 last year, which was impressive. He's got 2 tonight, Ryan.
Unbelievable,
He's on pace.
Tyler.
He's on pace.
He's on pace for 20 interceptions in the regular season.
I've said it a handful of times. I'll say it again. Have yourself a night, kid.
Buddy, I'm thinking that I don't want to give any spoilers to our little post-game show tomorrow morning, but I'm thinking that Riley Hammonds is putting in quite the resume to be the player of the game.
Now, I want to point something out. We don't have a sponsor for the player of the game, and I'm sure there's businesses out there like, well, how can I get on that?
That's the sponsor I'd want to be.
I want to be the sponsor for the player of the game.
We're going to interview the player of the game, and so, we're going to be the blank player of the game post-game interview.
If you want to be that, email Mandy at chadsmedia.com. That is Mandy with an I. Mandy at chadsmedia.com. Maybe you could be the sponsor for the player of the game.
Easy sell, Tyler. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Let's run this clock out, buddy.
3:10 left.
I tell you what, I am not putting the ball in the air. I'm making them call their timeouts.
Right.
Because the only bad thing that can happen here is turning the ball over. Even if we go 3 and out, we're going to punt it, and we're going to do the little dance again. And after all of that, Jacksonville still has to score 2 times.
Yeah. And in that process, you're either forcing them to use timeouts or you're running the clock. So either way.
And get a 2-point conversion in there somewhere.
Right.
So the Wildcats are in a fantastic spot. Fantastic.
Absolutely are. Now, I wouldn't be surprised because if I had to guess, our other candidate is Malachi Rowland. He could break off a huge run and put himself right back in that conversation for the player of the game. Because there's less than 2.5 minutes in this one. It's obviously giving to Malachi again.
Stay in bounds.
He breaks one more tackle, and he does exactly what I was talking about there. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. As that clock is continuing to run, it's going to be no. There it is. There's the timeout. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left, Ryan. 2 minutes and 12 seconds away from your first win in almost 2 full years. How are you feeling? To quote Kobe Bryant, job's not done.
You have to feel good right here.
Very quickly, Ryan, want to finish that thought, but we're going to hear some words from our sponsors.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? You are not alone. Thousands of others are seeing this. In fact, in the last 90 days, our clients' content has been viewed over 1 million times. Things just like this. I just wanna see the light. Social media marketing works, and I can help show you how. I'm Mandy with Chad's Media. Call me today and let's share your message with everyone. I just wanna see the light.
And we are back. 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Ryan, what were you saying right before we got a...
It's a good spot to be. Obviously, I'd rather be Sulphur Springs than Jacksonville right here. Tyler, you got the Bulls package in here. You're in the pistol formation. Brady... you could get the QB sneak here. They do get him to jump.
Free play to Cooper
I don't see
Faircloth.
the flag.
I don't either.
I don't see the flag. How?
What's funny is even the defensive lineman thought that it was a free play.
How on earth is there no flag on that?
Some of them still seem to be looking around, waiting.
Tyler, I'm right down on the 40. I can see it. How is that not offsides?
Yeah.
So big play there. That's going to be 4th down. Stops the clock. That's a pretty big missed call right there. So Jacksonville is going to get the ball. I'm okay with what Sulphur Springs was doing there. They tried to draw them off sides. If they didn't, they're going to run the QB sneak with the Bulls package. They thought they drew them off sides, but no flag.
Yeah, it was a rare instance of you somehow get penalized for being heads up, for making a heads up play because it was a free play.
Great punt.
It is a great punt. Brady Driver with a great punt. Ball goes out at the 15.
Yeah, great punt by Brady Driver right there. Again, not the end of the world that happened. I wish it wouldn't have went down like that. But minute 57, ball close to the 15-yard line. Jacksonville's got to go the length of the field, not once, but probably twice.
Right.
I mean, they're going to have the onside kick at this point.
I agree. You got onside kick. And
also know that they don't have 3 timeouts. I know that's not right. Scoreboard says they have 3. I know they don't have 3.
Oh, yeah, they have 2. They did use one earlier. Yeah. Sulphur Springs has 1 for anyone that was curious.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think, if you're going to go that far, you probably have to use your 2 timeouts this drive. And then you would, onside kick, hope for the best. But it's a 21-6 lead for the Wildcats. 1 minute, 57 seconds left. And the crowd seems to be well aware of the situation we're in, Ryan. Got to make it.
No sign of McQuinn. So Jacksonville, they're going to be airing it out here.
There is a completed pass.
Keep him in bounds. Keep him in bounds.
Tried their best. So that's up to close to the 30. Or the 28, I believe. 149. So they were able to get some yards and do it quickly. That was less than 10 seconds. I believe the drive started at 157, and they pick up 13 yards on the play. So a good start for Jacksonville. That's what you're trying to do. If I can get 13 yards in 8 seconds, I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, if that's the case, this one's not over.
True.
Another quick pass here out to the big bruiser. Keep him in bounds.
And
there you go.
They do exactly that. We'll wait to see if there's a timeout using or not. Clock still rolling on the scoreboard over here. Yeah, clock's still rolling. 125.
Man, they're not really getting up to the line very quickly.
Nope, don't seem to be in a huge hurry. And like you said, still don't see McQuinn.
I mean, Tyler, we're minute 15 out, and they're kind of walking up to the line.
You're right. Down to 108.
Get him.
Ooh.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
It is going to be an incomplete pass.
God,
how many times have we gotten real close?
I know. I feel like that's the 3rd almost fumble tonight, and that's about the 7th or 8th almost sack.
Oh, yeah, at least. At least. 1 minute, 1 second left.
Well, at least the clock's not running here. Not that they would really hurry up for it, but man.
Yeah, I still don't understand the lack of urgency here, but McCown trying to make something happen. Less than a minute on the clock. He's going to get the first down.
Again, though,
Riley thought about making a huge hit there.
I'm glad he didn't. That'd be a free 15. But again, that's fine. It's a good play for Jacksonville, but every second that clock ticks out is less. I mean, that's less time for them to do something.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 53 seconds left. It's a 21-6 ball game. 1st and 10 from the 40. We keep saying McQuinn must be out, and then he comes back in. He's being used fairly weird. Of course, we have no idea.
He's out there, or he's not out there right now.
Right. He's not out there at the moment.
Drop back, going to throw it deep over the middle.
And
great coverage.
That's some great coverage.
Great coverage.
Absolutely. That is Jaden Nelson. We saw him almost have an interception earlier.
The senior. I mean, that's what has to be stopped right here. The 5-yard completion that, they get a couple yards after the catch. It's taking too much time. I mean, they're going to need a deep ball completed to even sniff a chance in this one.
Right. Yeah, at this point, I mean, you kind of just have to throw those out there. I'm surprised we haven't seen one to Coda Kennedy. He did make a good catch earlier, and I believe he was the one who scored.
He's not even out there, Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was
kinda
the
weird,
one who
man.
scored.
Yes, he was. He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. The Cats defense, front 7, has just been back in McCown's backfield so much tonight.
They have.
I mean, I don't know the actual stats. I don't have them beside me, but I know the completion percentage is not good. I know that there hasn't been a ton of passing yards, and if there, whatever number is a bit misleading because of the one deep ball completion that Jacksonville made.
100%. And as we mentioned, the front 7 has done a tremendous job. It's not going to show up in the sacks or anything like that, but they've done a
but it doesn't have
job.
to.
Right.
It doesn't have to. Right there.
Ooh. Almost another interception, yeah.
But they're back there. He McCown throwing it off his back foot over the middle. I mean, that's not advantageous for the Indians.
Ryan, you are a punt and a kneel away from a victory.
Well, they'll go for it. They got to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got to go for it. 35 seconds.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes, but you are a
play.
You are one play and a kneel from this being a ball game.
And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all so much for hanging out with us here on Friday night. Hopefully you spend all of your Friday nights hanging out with us. Me and Ryan very much appreciate it, and it is not just us. All of the people here at Chad's Media, we appreciate it. As McCown drops back for what could be his final play.
He's got to throw it up.
Is it a pick? I think it's a pick, Ryan. That's number
gonna do it.
48.
That is going to do
Matthew
it.
Clark, grandson of the...
We do have a flag down.
We do.
Could be a roughing the passer. Could be holding.
Either way, he's hyped, and as he should be. Grandson of Jennifer Clark and Wiley Roten, the owners of D&B Loans. Great play by Matthew Clark there. We'll see what the
Looks
call
like
is.
the offense is leaving the field.
Personal foul, number 61 on the offense. That penalty declined. Result of the play. First down.
How about that, Tyler? How about that?
How about them
The
Wildcats?
Wildcats are going to do it.
Ryan, wait 1 second. I want to wait until it's official.
No, it's over, Tyler.
No,
It's
no.
over.
I have my call. Just the second it is official, I have a call for you. It's you're gonna
Okay.
look at me and be like, really?
Okay.
But as I was mentioning, all of us here at Chad's Media want to thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Not just myself and Ryan, of course, Tanner Crump, Chad himself, of course, Casey Chicas. They've done an amazing job tonight. Corey Hankins down there on the field. It's been a great Friday night here in the city of Sulphur Springs. Make sure to tune in tomorrow with us, 10 a.m., same place, for the Friday Night Lights Wildcats recap with myself, Tyler Lennon, and Ryan Humphreys. And Ryan, for the first time since November 27th, 2020, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats have won.
Tyler, the best formation in all of football. Victory formation. The Wildcats have done it. Opening night win. First win in almost 2 years. Huge one. Huge one.
It is
for
huge.
Sulphur Springs.
Ryan,
Massive.
I don't know if you had as much fun as I did, but getting to hang out with you tonight and watch some football, man.
Man, had a
been
blast. Had a blast. Ready for the rest of the season. Lot of good things to talk about. Lots of good things tonight from this game. Taking into next week. But most importantly, the Cats are 1-0.
They are. They are 1-0. We'll see you again, same time, same place, next Friday night against Mount Pleasant. We'll see if the Sulphur Springs Wildcats can advance to 2-0 again for the first time since 2018. I'll tell y'all again. I'll tell you one more time. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., same place, the Friday Night Lights Sulphur Springs Wildcats recap with Tyler Lennon and Ryan Humphreys. We have a ton to say about this game, and I know you're not going to want to miss it. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. On behalf of myself, my partner Ryan, and everyone here at Chad's Media, thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see y'all next time.
3, 2.
Kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space to tell me around me. Yeah, putting in work, won't say your words. Say they announce it. Hey, coming to get it, I'm so consistent. What you know about it? Thanks to the sun. Hey, get it out of this. Get what you forgot.
Big by Ryan. I'm telling you that man is all over the place. He's a ball hawk. He's a playmaker.
Very energetic crowd right now. You can feel the tension in the building.